Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Coolwick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities: Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Smyrna Bowling Center in Smyrna, it's the 2025 SYC Tennessee. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Coolwick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities: Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Smyrna Bowling Center in Smyrna, it's the 2025 SYC Tennessee. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Coolwick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities: Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Smyrna Bowling Center in Smyrna, it's the 2025 SYC Tennessee. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Coolwick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities: Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Smyrna Bowling Center in Smyrna, it's the 2025 SYC Tennessee. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Coolwick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities: Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Smyrna Bowling Center in Smyrna, it's the 2025 SYC Tennessee. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Smyrna Bowling Center in Smyrna, it's the 2025 SYC Tennessee. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Smyrna Bowling Center in Smyrna, it's the 2025 SYC Tennessee. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Smyrna Bowling Center in Smyrna, it's the 2025 SYC Tennessee. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Smyrna Bowling Center in Smyrna, it's the 2025 SYC Tennessee. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Smyrna Bowling Center in Smyrna, it's the 2025 SYC Tennessee. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Smyrna Bowling Center in Smyrna, it's the 2025 SYC Tennessee. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Smyrna Bowling Center in Smyrna, it's the 2025 SYC Tennessee. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Smyrna Bowling Center in Smyrna, it's the 2025 SYC Tennessee. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Tennessee, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships.
All right, good morning, bowling fans. Mr. Mike Sinek is with me. Oh. Hello, Mike.
Hello. Does that work?
It works.
Can we tip it up a little bit? Or?
I think we're good. We're
Okay.
good. All right. Welcome, everyone. We are in Smyrna, Tennessee. We are cruising along back in Nashville. Haven't been here since 2020. Right? 2020?
I think so. Yeah.
So 5 years. We're back. And we're excited to be back. Excited to be back at Smyrna Bowling Center.
Nice people here. Love the Bowling Center.
Bowling Center staff is amazing. Bowling Center, it's just a beautiful bowling center.
Yeah.
I mean, you walk in and it's bright and colorful. And just makes you feel like happy.
52 lanes of fun.
That's right.
Center's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365.
It's awesome.
Yep.
So we are here. It is another stop on the 2025 SYC season. We only have 3 events left, counting this one.
Yes.
So we're in Smyrna. Next month we'll be at the Coastal, and then we end the season with Texas. We did award our All-American team who are present. We gave them their jerseys and jackets and recognized them this morning. And now the kids are starting off on the short pattern. Why don't you tell us a little bit about our KEGEL designed SYC Tennessee short pattern?
So our partners at KEGEL do all the designs. This year's short is actually one of the shorter shorts we've had this year, 35 feet. Ratio is 2.65 to 1. Total volume is 26.41, which is kind of on the medium-high side. Forward 15 mils, 11 in the reverse. You're going to see the area of play should be more around to the outside of the lane, basically to the right of 6. Unlike usual super short patterns where you really go for the edge of the lane, this pattern's built in a little bit at first arrow. So initially the breakdown is going to be interesting for the bowlers. It's a little bit more difficult. We're expecting slightly lower scores this morning, and then we'll see where we go. This is going to be an interesting challenge, which is excellent for our bowlers.
Yeah, and all of the bowlers I talked to yesterday said they spent the most time practicing on the short.
Yep. That
That was the one they really felt like was the challenge this weekend. So our main pair that we are watching Miss two-time SYC champion Lydia Gordon. She just picked up her second SYC title in Idaho last month. Fun fact about Lydia, she started as a one-handed bowler, and then when she hit the U15 division, she took some time off and she became a two-handed bowler. And she's doing quite well at that. On this pair, we also have Leah Bisefic. She is also an SYC champion. She's got a pretty cool jersey on today. Both of these young ladies have grown about a foot since I've seen them last, right?
Yes, we're gonna call this the growth spurt tournament.
Yeah.
Going into check-in yesterday, bowler after bowler, way taller than we saw them even at the last SYC.
It's crazy.
Just unbelievable.
These parents are definitely feeding the children.
Yes.
There's no question. So that's Miss Leia there. We also on this pair have Sophia Adams, Cynthia Freeman, Emily Schmidt, Ella Wagner, and I think that's everyone. So we'll watch these bowlers as they come through. To the right and left, you can sort of see those pairs. We've got Alyssa Randisi, Olivia Portillo, Taryn Murphy, Kendall Steyer, Daisy Newton, and Lila Martin. That's on 27-28 to your right on your screen. And to the left, we have Stevie Newton, Candace Oakes, Ellie Kate Murray, Aaron Cavendish, Jack Johnson, and Nolan Randisi. April would like to know, is that the Mike Sinek? Yes, yes it is.
The Mike Sinek.
The Mike Sinek.
April was in our live stream a while back.
Yes, she was.
Yep. We got the extended play version. That was almost a 2-gamer. So a couple other interesting stats for this weekend. We have 150 bowlers from 27 different states. We have 35 first-time bowlers, and 26 SYC champions are in the field.
This is amazing.
Yep.
Love all the new bowlers.
Yep. It's great meeting the new families and also the old friends, as we say. And we have some of our former bowlers who have aged out are coming back to assist this weekend as well. So
we have, and they're all going to pop in the live stream booth throughout the weekend too. I'm going to snag them. So.
Yep.
Miss Cynthia Freeman here, who's wearing the cool SYC jersey for this tournament. She's from Somers, Connecticut, bowls at Nutmeg Bowl, 14 years old. She finished 17th at Junior Old this year in the U15 girls division. She really loves to watch hockey, and she knows how to play the bagpipes.
Oh, very cool.
Wants to say hi to Mom, Dad, bowling family, Coach Chris Forey, and all the Nutmeg Bowling crew.
And we'll be at Nutmeg next year at SYC 26.
So cool.
Yep.
So right here we have Miss Sophie Adams. She's from Savannah, Tennessee. She just threw that shot on 26. Pretty good.
Nicely done.
Gets it to go. She's 13 years old. First SYC. She just bowled her new high score of 221. Loves having fun and with her friends and making funny videos. Wants to say hi to Mimi, Granddad, Papa, and Nana. Got all the grandparents covered.
Got it.
I love it.
The Coolwood jerseys that are themed for each event, they really knocked the Tennessee one out of the park with guitar and the skyline of the city. And by the way, if you're interested, you can go on to the Coolwood site and order these jerseys. They are available for general purpose if you see one that you really, really like.
Yeah, we got a couple. It looks like Lydia's wearing the Las Vegas one.
Yep.
So, pretty cool.
Yeah, they need jerseys. So the first couple games of any block are kind of hard. And it's a 5-game block, but you had your practice session, and then now you're in competition mode, and then you get to move to a whole new pair of lanes that were broken down by different players. So the first couple games of a block are always a little bit interesting to see. You don't really see the scoring pace until game 3, when you know after you've made 2 transitions, you kind of know what the scoring pace is going to look like.
Not to mention, with 27 different states, there's some time zones in play.
Oh.
Like, I heard one dad talking about how it's an hour later.
Mm-hmm.
Some are saying, oh, it's earlier. For Emily Schmidt here, she is actually from North Mankato, Minnesota. Bowls at Wow Zone. 12 years old. She just missed the cut at Junior Gold by 1 pin. But that is one of her favorite bowling achievements recently, because it made her realize that every pin counts and she can work that much more. She plays the piano. Her dog is the 2nd fastest lab in the country.
Wow.
And she does diamond art.
Very
And
cool.
wants to say hi to Grandma, Dad, Aaron, Mickey Mouse, Justice, Kurt, and Jack.
Very
Now,
cool.
I need to know if we said hello to this fastest lab, because we like to say hi to the dogs, too. We are big dog fans.
Big dog fans. Kyle Troop is in the center this weekend. He'll be on the live stream. His doodle is here, so we've got to see the doodle.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So Lydia is from Columbus, Ohio, bowls at HP Lane, 14 years old. She has, here's a fun fact, she's won an SYC tournament as a one-handed bowler and as a two-handed bowler.
Very nice.
And she thinks she's the first one. I think she is too. We'll have to go back through the records, but I can't think of anyone else that's done that.
Yeah, I kind of think that's correct.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Bone, he went from one-handed to two-handed, but I don't think he won an SYC title doing it.
Mm-mm.
So
I do not believe.
she also pitches on our travel softball team and wants to say hi to her family back home, her dogs, Nora and Duke. See, I told you, we like to say hello to the dogs.
Yep. The other thing you'll notice as we go through the bios this tournament is multi-sport athletes.
Yes.
There are some folks who are bowling only and focus on their bowling game. Purely one of the main reasons is bowling is one of the few sports where you can get scholarship money as a junior. So you can actually put some nice scholarship money in the bank before you even attempt looking at a college. Also, now that there is college bowling on both the boys and girls side that offer scholarships, bowling is a great way to get part of your college education deferred. Because you can walk in, get scholarships, room and board on the boys and girls side. It's just a great way to do it. But we do have a lot of multi-sport athletes, which is cool.
So Ella Wagner here, she is from Newtown, Pennsylvania, bowls at Pendle Bowling Center, 14 years old, first SYC. This is a really fun fact. Not fun, actually. Let me take that back. As she picks up that spare.
Oh,
I thought
that's
she
so
got
close.
it. So close. She got injured last year, really severely. She was showing me last night at the park. So she's bowling left-handed at this tournament, but she's only been bowling left-handed 9 months.
Yep.
She started bowling at 12. She had a finger injury last year, actually from bowling.
Okay.
She got caught in her bowling ball, and she ended up breaking her finger. She had to have multiple surgeries. She switched from her right hand to her left hand because she missed bowling so much. So she started bowling, still wearing a cast, went through the surgeries. She's already competed in tournaments. She earned her spot in at Junior Golds in Minneapolis next year, and she has chosen to stay left-handed instead of going back to right-handed now that she's been through all the surgery and everything and repaired. But
yeah, I got to see her bowl in her first major tournament at the Storm Middle Atlantic Youth Team Championship in Bolorama in August, and really solid fundamentals, great physical game, and throws it really well. So it's nothing going to get better if she gets more experience. This is going to be great for her.
Yeah, and just like you were mentioning with multi-sports, Ella also, she has learned how to play guitar. She plays volleyball. So a little music, a little other sport. And we'll give her shout-outs out before she's up to bowl next. She wants to say hi to mom and dad, coach, sister, grandparents, family, and friends. And her favorite player is Shannon O'Keefe, who she enjoys watching Tip Tuesdays on YouTube.
Very nice. Yeah, shout out to her coach, Rick Limowitz in Pennsylvania. Does a really good job.
Coach Rick is the best.
Yeah, he brought pretty much an all-rookie team to the Storm National Team Challenge in August, and they did really well.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that was fun to watch. And they had fun. Most importantly, they had a lot of fun.
Okay, I think we have read all the bios of people that have submitted them for this pair.
Very cool.
I try to make sure we don't leave anyone out. If we miss someone, let me know in the comments. But
nice shot.
so how do you think we're doing attacking the lane pattern? Looks like everyone's playing to the right, which is what we'd expect.
Playing to the right, but you can't play super to the right edge. And on the boys' side, when the U18s come down, you'll probably see more somebody playing closer to the edge because you need some rev rate to bring it back. On the ladies' side of the house, you got to snug it more around that first arrow where the oil line is.
Yeah, just like Emily, she got it a little too far left.
Yep. Won't quite come back.
So that's Miss Ella on 25. I mean, yeah, look at that form.
Yeah, her form is great.
It's amazing.
Balance, follow through. Good positions at the foul line.
For only 9 months of being back, picking up a new way to bowl.
Yep. I mean, the first fundamental of bowling, no matter whether you throw it one-handed, two-handed, no matter how you throw it, is a balanced finish. If you finish at the foul line in balance, everything else is adjustable. What we work on when we're working with youth bowlers, and this is the hardest part with growth spurts, since we talked about a lot of bowlers have grown over this past summer. Your body gets out of position because of a growth spurt, so now your timing goes away. So the first thing we work on with a bowler in any form is making sure they keep their balance at the foul. You do that, it's easier to hit your target, it's easier to adjust your timing. It just makes every part easier. One-step drills are the best way to do it.
Ah,
'Cause you
Lyra
don't-
gets that kick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
Took a-
didn't see the 10 pin. I thought she got a strike there.
Yep. You know, just making sure you have solid balance at the foul line, and this is for us adult bowlers that are listening as well. If you work on just having balance at the foul line, your scores will go up.
So I'm not playing favorites, but Sophie's jersey,
Mm-hmm.
I need one of those jerseys. I also need every beverage that's on it. It's like a coffee themed jersey, but it's like Starbucks coffee. So there's like frappuccinos,
Mm-hmm.
cold brews. There's some boba on there. Like I'll just take one of all of it, as much caffeine as possible. Good spare there by Miss Sophie.
That's very cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go. It is a cool Wick jersey. I'm gonna have to go chat with my friend Gerald and say, hey, buddy. That one's a cool one. They have so many different designs if you spend any amount of time on Cool Wick's website.
They do, and Gerald told me he did the design for all the SYC jerseys this year.
They're neat.
So he's killing it. I mean, the jersey we saw in Providence and Rhode Island this year, really cool. Vegas jersey, really cool. The Tennessee one with the guitar is amazing.
So amazing, yeah. They're like a piece of art.
Yep.
I mean, you get to wear a piece of art.
Yep. If you're planning on bowling Coastal, the jersey designs have been announced already for Coastal with new tiger and shark designs, and included in those designs this year are hooded sweatshirts.
Yes.
So that is really neat.
Team Shark, for the record.
Team Tiger for the record.
We're going to have to keep educating people on what that whole thing is.
That started during COVID.
It did start during COVID, like all great things. When everyone was home and had nothing to do.
Yep. Morning bolt. That was the quiz. End of the quiz in the morning bolt.
Yes. Would you rather be attacked by a tiger in the wild or a shark in the water?
Yep.
A great white shark.
Yep.
And it really did show a little bit of character of how you answered it.
Yes. My favorite answer, even though I'm a Team Tiger guy, was Timmy Mack, because he basically said, I'll take a shark because I'm just going to punch him in the nose.
Yeah, and like matter of fact. And then Martin Larson is cuddling with the tigers.
Yeah.
Because they're just so cuddly.
They're cuddly.
Yeah. Those sharp teeth, they're just so cuddly.
Yeah.
We got some parents in the chat. Good morning. If you're watching a bowler, give them a shout out. We love to hear from you guys. We have some, we mentioned April Watts earlier, but Kathy Hubley is also in. Dylan has aged out. We do miss families when they age out. Last night, Jenna Hedgepath and her family came by the park to visit, and Jenna was an SYC champion, so it's always fun. If we're in your neck of the woods, come out and see us. We love seeing the parents or the kids. We really get to know everyone through the years, so always fun.
Speaking of dogs, the Hedgepaths last night, we got to play with their 3 dogs.
Oh, see, I'm telling you, the weight of my heart is a dog. That's just it. It's really simple. If you have a dog, bring the dog to see me.
All right, so one thing I've noticed so far, and this is something that seems counterintuitive, but it works, is if you're bowling on a short pattern, whether PBA pattern, even some challenge patterns, a short pattern, your feet need to be, like I said, this is counterintuitive, your feet need to be to the outside of the lane, whether you're left-handed or right-handed. Even though the pattern is short and your ball hooks, almost all short patterns are very flat in the middle part of the lane, which means it's not a playable part of the lane, unless you're making absolutely perfect shots every time. So to play the outside of the lane correctly, your feet need to get to the outside of the lane, and you go straighter through the fronts. And then with a 35-foot pattern, you've got 25 feet of hook. So let the lane roll your ball in. Don't think you can overpower a short pattern. think that you can just, play the short pattern and let the pattern grab the ball, but it's all about foot placement. And this is, junior gold every year.
Great. That's a great point.
Yep.
The other thing I noticed in practice, and it was a really good sight to see, is, the kids are starting on a short pattern. So every once in a while, when you're bowling on a short pattern and your eyes are further right than maybe you're used to in your league, you might throw it in the gutter. And I did see a couple bowlers throw it in the gutter in practice, and they did not get mad or get angry or anything. They just turned around and were like, yeah, that's part of it.
Yep.
And you'll see that too. If a bowler accidentally finds the gutter when they're bowling, they'll turn around and they'll treat it like it was just a errant shot and come back and try to shoot the spare.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, when the sport program first came out, sport bowling first came out, which is a long time ago, and I'm left-handed. We're used to playing more to the outside of the lane, but I grew up in a center where the outside didn't play, so I was a second to third arrow bowler. And the way I learned to play straighter up the outside was gutter ball after gutter ball after gutter ball.
Right. You can't be afraid of the gutter if you're on a short pattern.
So I just threw gutter balls until one stayed up. And when one stayed on the lane, I tried to keep the second one on the lane. Now, I still occasionally, much to the chagrin of my teammates, will, throw it in the gutter. But on these shorter patterns, getting used to playing near the edges is part of the game.
I see Starla in the chat. She's shouting out Bam Bam. Bam Bam is killing it this morning. Clean through 8 frames. He's got a 146 in the 7 on a spare, so he is often crushing it. He's right to the left. Lydia here on a 4-bagger. See what she can do.
Then the other thing that we learn, especially early in tournament blocks, is make your spares. Spares keep you alive while you're figuring the pattern out. And then once you get the strike game going, your spares only supplement there. But a good quality spare game will win. Now, I did see yesterday in the practice session, a lot of bowlers are now practicing spares for the last 15 minutes of practice. And I think that's awesome.
So Lydia got it a little. I think she just missed left a little bit, and it flew. Let's see if she can straighten it out. Oh, that's like we were talking about, right? So she missed one to the left, or not one, but she missed her first shot to the left. Her second shot, she's overcorrected, missed a little right, but she's playing so far right that it just, she just missed. So she'll shake that off. Still has a 144 in the 8th. She can save this game a little bit.
Yep. And by looking at the scores around right now, 144 in the 8th is not terrible.
It's not. No, these scores are going to be lower, I think.
Yeah.
Now, we see mostly the girls' division around us. The boys are further to the outside of the center.
Yeah, we'll catch the U18 boys in game 3, it looks like.
So we did mention Mr. Kyle Troop is in the building. He'll be popping in, I think, game 2. He's coming in to do some commentary. Miss Ella here is she, every time she turns around and she has a smile on her face, regardless of what she's left. Look, right there, she just was such a great attitude for someone that's been through so much adversity at such a young age.
Yep. And she likes to compete. That's the other thing. One of the cool things about bowling is it doesn't matter truly what your average is. When you show up for league on any day of the week or night of the week, you're competing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all athletes. We all have a competitive bit. Now, yes, some leagues are more recreation than others, where it's more social, but we're still competing, and that's the coolest part about this game is how we're in competition weekly, daily. That's the fun part.
100%. The other fun part of an SYC specifically is every round has medals.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you have a very poor round this morning, you can reset at lunch, come back, and have an amazing round in the medium and the long, and take home 2 medals, and maybe even move up at the overall standings at the end. So it's really like 3 tournaments within one tournament, which is very cool.
That is cool. I think SYC Delaware, the Super Slam, I think one of our tournament winners didn't medal in any of the 3 or 4 regular rounds, but won the overall.
Yeah.
Which
Spencer and Jillian used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Jillian would never show up at a podium, and then, oh, by the way, she's winning the tournament. Yeah. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I love it when kids do that, because you know what that says about a kid? Micah Voris used to do that a lot too. It's if you have a youth bowler that's doing that, where they're not necessarily medaling in a round, but they're always in the hunt for the tournament win, that means you have a very consistent bowler. They might not be having a super big round, but those super big rounds can come.
Oh yeah.
With that consistency.
Yeah, some of our former SYC champions that are now bowling collegiately, like Mr. Jake Boxty and Nate Trentler, used to struggle on the short, get through the medium, and then have a monster block on the long just to, drive past everybody. So there are multiple ways to get there at these tournaments. But yeah, 3 rounds, 3 opportunities to win medals, and then the overall. So it's definitely, the format really rewards and gives you multiple opportunities. So one bad game, one bad block will not kill you.
Yeah. We got Trina in the chat. She said nice strike for Miss Taryn. Trina, I've heard that the lavender oat milk is the way to go. I've heard this rumor. I also heard that the Murphy family had a really fun night last night. It's always fun to hear what the kids are doing. So we hosted a party at the park, which was open to any family that wanted to come enjoy some pizza and play a little bit. We have some games set up, but we are close to Nashville, so some families did go and explore the sites, but the Murphy family actually went to the Grand Ole Opry last night.
Yep.
Which is just so cool, and got to see Miss Carrie Underwood.
Yes.
It's a nice dinner date.
That is a great event.
So it's always exciting to hear. These kids are so lucky. Their parents are bringing them to an event, maybe in a place they've never been. Nashville is such a hot city to go to.
Yep.
And they get to explore some of what makes the city great. I love hearing that.
Yeah, because, even though a lot of the bars are adult-oriented, the Assembly Food Hall is one of the coolest
100%.
food venues I've ever seen.
Honestly, I haven't been to Nashville since 2020. And we did go to that food hall, which is right across the street from the hockey arena. And, we were down there, and there was a young country star kind of playing a concert. And the average age was about 14, 15 probably, in line for that. 16 maybe. Very young. And, yeah, that food court, they had all kinds of options.
Yep.
Little bit of everything. We all got something different. There was tacos, hot chicken, hamburgers, ice cream, everything you could want.
Yep. Just neat. That was super cool.
So to the left, we got Bam Bam with 206. And I'd say the rest of the pair struggled a bit this morning.
Yep.
On this pair, I think Lydia... Well, actually, Cynthia here, she has a chance to
get to 190.
Yeah, and she'll be high.
Yep.
Lydia, after her open, she did unfortunately open again.
There are not a bunch of high scores.
No. And Cynthia here worked hard for this. She had 2 opens, but like a lower count on the first ball. So anytime you have a 6 and you have a multi-spare conversion, it's tricky. It's a tricky spare. Let's be on a sport condition.
Yeah.
So beginning of the game, it looked like she was still getting lined up. Then she got lined up. Turkey, couple spares, clean through the 10th. Hard worker, Miss Cynthia.
Miss Daisy Newton just struck on lane 28. Daisy's been working very hard on her game this summer. Massive improvement. Really cool.
Olivia Portillo here on lane 27. She took a little break from SYCs. I believe she's a softball player. Her mom might correct me. One of the sisters is a softball player. Let me look. She probably has a bio. But Olivia won a SYC. She did not fill out a bio. But anyway, Olivia's taking a little break, but she's back. That was the moral of that story.
Very cool. Cynthia hit a 188. Nice high on the pair.
That's what we're talking about. You called it at the beginning. You said, I don't think scores are going to be super high. They're not.
Well, we'll see what happens when the U18 boys get down here. See if they've figured the pattern out.
Taryn's another one working through a game. She's clean here.
Yep.
Going into the 9th.
Yeah, your spares will save you.
They really will. Got bowling balls jumping off the rack.
Bowling balls jumping off racks, stuffed animals flying around. It's
mayhem here in Tennessee.
Yes. Mayhem in the U15 and U12 division.
So after we watch Miss Emily, we have one more frame to the right. So we'll finish off 27-28, and then we may take a small break.
Yep.
We're going to do some lane changing. It looks like some pairs are a little quicker than others this morning.
A lot of spare shooting going on in game 1.
I almost jinxed Taryn.
Yeah.
But she made that spare.
Yep.
Oh dear, Alyssa. Might have just been a little slow.
Yep.
Or that lane is changing.
Yep.
Mike, I think we're gonna turn off our mics.
Okay.
Because you got to go out and start collecting some scores.
Yes.
We're gonna take a short break, and we'll be right back. Thanks for joining us. We'll have you back in.
Absolutely.
All right, welcome back. And we have a new guest, and it's Kyle Troop.
What's up, Blair?
How are you?
I'm great. I noticed the headsets are a lot easier to put on now after I got a haircut.
Yeah, your
Nice
your
and
fro's a
cozy
little
now.
your fro's a little small.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have near best hair in the building anymore.
I know, what happened here? Get married and you lose your hair?
I got married, cut my hair for the wedding photos. I normally always get a haircut around this time of year. Let it grow through the winter, trim it up in January, be ready for TV.
I like it. Get all the dead hair out and
Yep.
start over.
At least until it stops growing back.
I don't think you'll have that problem.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
All right, so we watched the U15 girls. We also had a U12 pair to the left of us last game, and now it looks like we get, I would guess, U15 boys coming this way. So this pair, we have Wesley Kiefer, Lewis Cloud, Nolan Conway, Tyler Anderson, Fletcher Cryer, and Micah Rose. So our main pair is 25 and 26.
All right.
And then we'll see a little to the right and a little to the left.
Let's say I recognize Tyler from camp or something before. I think I've worked with him once or twice. It's crazy to see a lot of the kids here at the SYC. I've done several clinics with some of the different pros throughout the last 3 or 4 years, and I see tons of kids. I'm like, yep, I remember you at the clinic and wherever we were at. And
they've grown like 2 feet since
oh,
you saw them last.
I mean, what's the kid's name? Used to be real small. His grandpa's around with him.
Oh,
Goes to KEGEL all the time.
Potter.
Potter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh shoot.
Nathaniel?
No.
No, that's somebody else. But yeah, I seen him. I'm like, wow.
Ridgely Potter.
Ridgely. That's right. Yeah.
Such a
he's
great
like
name.
6'4". Yeah, that's a pretty cool name.
Yeah.
Yeah, went from 4'4" to 6'4".
Shake it off.
Grandpa was asking me questions about, his game changing a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really know what to tell you with that because I didn't grow a foot whenever I was learning how to, really bowl.
Not to mention, Ridgely still throws it one-handed. So he's had fit changes all year, too.
He told me he's changed his fit 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's probably, I would think maybe it's a good thing that he's one-handed. Because,
Yeah,
if
that's
you
true.
just get from 5'6" to 6'5" and you're two-handed, that might really be tough because outside of Jesper, there's not many tall two-handers.
That is true.
And he's very unique in his style as well. So
Yeah. Speaking of two-handed, to the left of the main pair on 24, we just saw Trevor Mason. He is currently our all-time SYC champion banner winner on the boys' side.
yeah,
So
I heard that.
he
How
has
many?
13 SYC titles.
Yeah, I gotta see this kid bowl.
Yeah.
I gotta see it. When you said 13, I was like, wow.
Now,
okay.
I believe Gianna finished with 15. Gianna Brandolino, of course.
Yep.
But she aged out. Let me double check that.
I bet there was a few girls happy about that.
Yeah.
Hate to see you go, but love to watch you leave, Gianna.
Yeah, perfectly. She decided to take her talents to Jack State, which
Ooh,
another. I mean,
powerhouse.
we're in the home of Vanderbilt, which is a powerhouse, and then you got Jack State, Nebraska, all these teams this year. It's fun to watch the college bowling scene.
I'd say we're kind of hoping EJ ages out of the PBA tour at some point. Nice shot there
I'm
on
sorry.
25.
I am corrected. She finished with 16 SYC
16
titles.
SYCs.
And
wow.
she didn't bowl every SYC. So 16 is the all-time across boys and girls title record to chase right now. But on the guys' side, it's 13 with
Wow.
Trevor.
Okay.
But Trevor's only in the U15 division.
What letter is he? Or where's he at?
Trevor he's sitting right there. Let's
Oh,
see.
right here. Okay,
Yeah.
in the B jersey, in the
Yeah,
SCAD
let me
jersey.
pull up his letter.
Is that a SCAD jersey or just a B jersey?
I think it is a SCAD jersey, but
Okay.
maybe he is going to be a B someday. So he'll be the C on 23 and 24.
These U12s are great.
Isn't
I
it
love
fun?
watching it. Bam Bam. Oh, his hair's down today.
Yeah, he didn't throw it up today.
Yeah. I was looking for him whenever I got in the booth and said, I don't have the best hair. That was my number one.
He got braided today.
Yeah, but see, I can't do that either with my hair. So, yeah, he's still got the best hair. All right, here we go. Trevor Mason. That's his name?
Yeah, over on 23. Yeah, he'll be all the way to the left of your screen.
One-handed?
Two-handed.
Oh, okay.
He's from Texas. Just moved up into the U15. Ooh, got it a little to the right.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
that's solid.
So, Kyle, how would you be attacking this pattern? Because it is a little tricky, it looks like, this morning.
Yeah, looking here, I've got the pattern in front of me, 35 feet, 26 mils. I was looking at all three of the patterns yesterday. I was like, wow, we got low volume. It's not tour volume, We're used to seeing 33, 34. But then I was watching practice session and watching today as well. They're very tight for 35 feet and lower volume. Obviously, urethane for sure at the beginning. I would say 2 or 3 games at least. And typically, the move on tour, throw urethane, and then you move about 20 boards left with your feet, throw some big slow ball, quick right, and kind of go around all that urethane. Now, here, I'm not sure if the lanes are going to develop quite that nicely, judging by, the different age divisions, men and women bowling together. So I would imagine there's all kinds of bowling balls going down the lane in all parts of the lane. So 5 games, I'd probably be trying to throw urethane for all 5 games on this pattern. Keep it simple. So I feel like some people, you could hit a rough pair where, maybe that spot's not hooking at all where you were playing the game before, but you can only move so much on 35 feet before you find some more trouble somewhere else on the lane.
Yeah, so it looks like Lewis is taking your advice. He has urethane out there. He's a past SYC champ. I do see some urethane out there. So.
There's tons of urethane out there. Yeah. I did notice Braden McDonough was not throwing urethane on the fresh. He was like super rolling. It looked like a old Reality or something, but yeah, he was
trying something different.
Using a little different tool. Yeah, I don't know if he's, hoping to start with resin and then, once the lanes get a little tight down lane, then it opens up for him. It did seem to have the right idea, though. He was throwing a big, smooth ASIM, very up the back of it, playing pretty straight. But, yeah, I would say 80% urethane balls going down the lane right now.
I'm going to look and see if we got any bios. Sometimes it's fun to learn a little bit about the kids. Now, of course, this is optional for people to fill out. So if we don't talk about someone, don't hate on us.
Yeah, it ain't my fault. Start the blame with Blair.
That's right. Micah Rose is, let's see if he filled out his bio. We do have one. Micah. He's from Brentwood, Tennessee.
Okay.
Franklin Lanes is his favorite bowling center to practice at. He's 13 years old. First SYC. He has helped lead his middle school bowling team to district titles for the past 2 years.
Sweet.
Loves to play baseball. Played for a travel baseball team for 3 years. Last season, he hit 10 home runs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So the kid throws strikes and hits dingers.
That's right. Yeah. He wants to say hi to his family, including his 3 dogs, which we always appreciate saying hello to dogs. Daisy, Dolly, and Ellie, and his cat Mabel. He's got 4 animals at home, too. Full house.
I was gonna say, that's a full house right there. Add in 20 bowling balls.
So last lane we got Fletcher. Ouch. That was a good shot. He is 15 years old, first SYC. He's from Huntsville, Alabama.
Alabama.
Loves bowling with friends on his league. He enjoys bowling, golf, video games. He has a really strong group of friends, he says. He loves helping them out and doing the things that they like together. Wants to say thank you to Coach James KEGEL, Coach James Moore of Alabama A&M Women's Bowling, and he'd like to give a shout out to his dad for taking him to all the bowling tournaments all over Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, and Junior World the last 3 years. Thank you for supporting me. Love you, Dad. So
How
sweet.
Say shout out to all the mom and dads here.
Man, I mean, you're starting to figure it out. There's a lot of youth bowling going on.
I mean, this is crazy to just look and see. You know, I've worked a few SYCs. I believe I worked the last one here in 2020. I guess they've been going on since 2017, I believe.
Yep, yeah, right in there.
In the guide. And it was great in 2020, and it's just crazy to see how much it's evolved, how much money Storm is given in scholarship. I heard Leanne say that y'all hit the $1 million mark.
We did. It's amazing.
It's unbelievable. Like, to think, you know, had an idea to start a youth tournament, and now 8 years later, $1 million in scholarships, and I would imagine waiting lists for every event. And y'all go all throughout the country, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's a national tournament, but kind of regional, right? Because you want, you know, some bowlers do travel to all the tournaments, but it's not mandatory. Like, we never do high average or player of the year awards because it is so hard to get in. So whatever part of the country, that's kind of the bulk of the entries comes from that area.
Makes sense.
So, but
Do you have any bowlers that bowl every stop for the year? Have there been bowlers?
we used
do that?
to. It's less now than it used to. Actually, Trevor Mason is a good example. His family, when he was in the U12 division, they would drive all over. They're from Texas, and they would just get in the
my
car
gosh.
and drive.
Wow.
And so a lot of these bowlers, you know, it's like, I think this is a newer thing for youth sports, or maybe it's not. It's definitely a newer thing in bowling, but a lot of these kids are homeschooled or do online schooling.
Yep.
So they can have a little more flexible schedule to go and travel to all these tournaments and get the experience.
I believe Weston was homeschooled. I was talking to his mom.
Yeah.
She said that.
Yeah, he's working in the shop now.
Yeah, I seen that.
It's so cool.
How old is he? 17,
He's
maybe?
17. Yeah, he's
17?
going to bowl on the LBC show,
I
too.
know. Yeah, I seen that. I ran into him somewhere a couple months ago before the event had ended, and she was like, "You remember coaching Weston years ago? It may have been in Cookeville, or I don't know where he's from, but
Okay.
it's like, yeah, I do." She's like, "He's leading the LBC in the men's division," and I was like, "Oh, sweet. So that means he beat me by 200." Like, okay. I guess he learned how to bowl a little bit.
Yeah. They're coming for you.
Oh, they are. Yeah, some of them are already there, probably.
Yeah. Well, it's true. I mean, we were watching last year, Ethan Fiore. He was an SYC champion. And then he went out.
Ethan Fiore bowled the SYC. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. He won in Orlando, I think. And so it was really crazy because the kids, the first tournament he won, I think he beat Ryan Barnes. And we were literally having an SYC award ceremony when the match was on. So these kids were watching these
That's
kids that
pretty
are
cool.
not
That
much
bowled it,
older.
yep.
And like, yeah,
Bowling for a title.
it's crazy. Yeah. Man, you're not that old, Kyle.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm not one of the young guys anymore. Like,
Is that weird?
no. I mean, heck, I remember 2 or 3 years ago, I was the oldest guy on Team USA at 30 years old. And I was like, wow, we're young. Like,
Yeah, really.
30 or 31. But no, I mean, I'm used to it now. Like, I mean, I still feel young, but yeah, I mean, I'm 34. I had to think about it for a sec.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'm 34. I've bowled full-time on tour, I would say, for about 10 years. You know, I've had my card since I was 16, bowling regionals and stuff like that growing up. But I also tell people, for every year on tour that you bowl, you can, like, add 3 to your age. It's kind of like dog years, but kind of not. So, yeah, really I'm pushing upper 40s. Like,
That's funny.
my man Cooper on 28 back on the strike train. He had 3 in a row. Got a split, but then followed it up with a little Brooklyn. Got to get a little break sometimes.
And if you guys have any questions for Kyle while he's here, he'll be in a few games.
Nice shot from Tyler there on 25.
Goodman remembers your six-bagger chicken.
Oh, yeah, six-pack of chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Goody
yeah, where's Gary at? Yeah, y'all must keep him cooped up in the office now.
He chooses when he wants to come and not.
Okay.
But, yeah, Gary is still he still is a huge part of the SYC and definitely keeps an eye on it. But
let's say, so he chose not to come here.
I know, what
and
the heck.
Is gonna be
He's
here?
been busy, though. He has.
I've been busy. All right, let's see.
Oh, yeah,
I got married and went to Sweden. What did Gary do?
Well, he had a very busy month last month. He went Bowl Expo.
Okay, yeah.
He had some trade shows.
Yeah, that was in July.
Good point.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? You and Gary.
Gary, you're busted.
Yeah. I'm trying, Gary. I'm trying to give you some. Yeah. So Smyrna was one of our first. We when Gary and Leanne created the SYC, the first event was Reno. Then the next year we added Smyrna. So it was one of our early bowling centers that we came to.
Did you only have one SYC the first year? Or just one in Reno?
I think we had one, and then the next year, no. I think we had one, and then we added the Coastal Classic that year because we met the McCalls.
Okay. Yep.
So,
that's right.
But the next year we added Smyrna. But the Coastal Classic is celebrating its 10th year next year.
Wow.
Can you believe that? Like, we're
The
already
10th
talking.
SYC?
Yeah, 10 SYCs.
I believe I worked that one too.
You have?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Back
where
when I
the
lived
I
in
think
North
that's where the
Carolina.
chicken tender thing started.
Yeah, because I don't think it was here.
Although they do have a 6-pack of chicken tender here.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Let's see if we can find any.
I don't know. On the short pattern, it'll be tough.
Yeah. Now, tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
we'll be able to find lots of 6-packs.
We'll save those for the long pattern. We did have a question about the score, being able to see the score monitor, and I will try to zoom out after this game and see if you can see it, but most of the time it's blurry, so that's why you can't see it. And my other camera is having it's having a day over there today. It's not working. So
This one? This
Yeah.
little guy?
yeah, he died. I don't know what happened to him over there. I mean, he's not plugged in right now, so it's a sad little camera. We'll try to get him working for the afternoon.
Oh, come on. I keep watching to the right there.
Cooper
my man
throws it
Cooper.
good.
Yeah, he's got,
Let me see if we have a buy on Cooper.
not a lot of ball speed, but he's increasing his angle on this pattern to make up for that.
He's 12, Kyle. How much ball speed do you want him to have? At 12. Like, give him a break.
Oh, shoot it. Shoot it. Oh!
He got it.
The 4-9. Let's go, Cooper. Yeah. Nice
Cooper
shot.
Powell. He's from Allen, Texas.
Okay.
He's already been on TV. He was in the TV finals for USA Bowling.
Oh, okay. That's cool, too. Yeah, I've seen some of these kids on TV, watching those shows during the summer, and I'm like, there is no way I could have bowled on TV before I did. Like, I made my first show in 2015, so I was 24 years old, and I was fine. I was a little nervous, but, I guess it also helped. I won 3 games and ran the ladder for my first show, but no chance I could bowl on TV whenever I was a teenager. Like, no way.
It would have. It definitely.
And they got
would've.
12-year-olds ripping them on there. Like,
Yeah.
just ripping it down the lane.
And they don't look nervous. Every year I watch, I'm like, they look completely calm. So whatever the USBC is doing when they create these TV shows for the kids, shout out to them because they're making them feel comfortable because they really don't look like the way they should look bowling on TV.
I agree.
We got Wesley Kiefer up here to the left on 25. He's from Allen, Texas. First SYC. He placed 3rd in his division at his state tournament, the first year of bowling. And he already has a 279, so he's a new bowler.
Very nice.
He creates video games. Not just plays them, creates them.
Creates video games. Wow.
Yep. And wants to say hi to Aspen and Asher. His bird's back home.
That's cool. They need to do bios like that for the PBA.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can let him know.
All they ever do on TV is just, how old we are, where we're from.
Yeah. Well, we got Louis Cloud here, Las Vegas, bowls at Suncoast Bowling Center. 14. He won the SYC Idaho last year. He likes to watch cooking videos, and then sometimes it makes him want to cook himself.
Okay.
And he wants to say hi to his best friend TJ. I wonder if that's TJ Rock.
I was thinking Tommy Jones.
Could be. Tyler's from Odenton, Maryland. Bowls at Fort Meade. That's Mike Sinnick's group. 14 years old.
Nice shot from him right there. Yeah.
He bowled a 300 during the PBA Junior East Regional and won the event.
All right.
He loves geography, traveling, and learning about other countries. He can also identify pretty much any country flag and wants to say hi to his grandparents and Coach Will Clark.
Oh, Coach Will Clark. All right.
Little name drop.
Yeah.
I know. We used to see Will Clark from time to time. He coaches a lot of the kids. He does so much for the sport. But he doesn't come out as much anymore. Will, if you're listening,
maybe
come
it's
visit us.
just because I was here this week.
Oh,
or
yeah.
This month. Like,
No one came.
seems like
because of you.
nobody's coming anymore. No Will, no Gary.
Man, Kyle, what'd you do to everyone?
I don't know.
You brought a dog, though. They should
I
love
did
you.
bring my dog.
Yeah,
My super cute dog.
she's adorable.
Yeah, Bree had to put bows in her hair this morning and put her pink hoodie on her. I mean, it is cold in this bowling center, so
It
I
is
will
very
give them
cold,
that. And I
yeah.
was like, babe, the dog don't need a hoodie. And then she explained to me the difference between hair and fur.
Oh, there is a difference.
And I was like,
I'll take her side on that.
fine.
Yeah. My dog also has
She
sweaters.
needs a
so.
hoodie. Yeah.
Nolan here is from Woodruff, South Carolina. Now you'll probably remember Nolan. He's grown a lot, but he's bowled a lot of SYCs from Bolero Greenville.
Okay.
He's won the USA Team Nationals. He also plays cornhole competitively, and wants to say hi to his little brother Tristan. So
Which one's Nolan?
Nolan was the one right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He's in the running for cool hair.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We should give an award tomorrow. All weekend you can scout out some hair. Coolest hair of the tournament.
I don't know. There's one kid running around. He's not bowling. His brother is. He's got purple hair.
Oh yeah, I
He's
saw him
burning
last
me
night.
on the high fives too. Oh, I got a text update.
Yeah, now your stepson is bowling this weekend.
Ooh. Yep. She actually texted me saying Caleb wants the ball change.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I don't know.
Is it harder to watch bowling than it is to bowl yourself? Watch and coach.
Yeah,
and-
definitely. Yeah. I mean, I'm not doing too much coaching. Caleb's been bowling for about a year. He started bowling last year, joined the high school bowling team. We made some progress throughout the season, but then he didn't really bowl too much in the summer. So this is kind of like his welcome back to bowling for the season. High school bowling's gearing up. And so I'm trying to stay fairly hands-off and
Okay.
just kind of let him rock. He had a question about ball changing and whatnot, what I thought about it. But, we're not going to be talking too much about physical game or anything like that. And this is probably one of his first true experiences on a short pattern, 35 feet. So I'm kind of taking the wheels off and just letting him ride.
Now, your new lovely wife and I were discussing, Taylor Morgan is bowling to the right here, and she has a dog named Belmo. And we were discussing that there are dogs named Kyle Troop throughout the country.
Nah.
Yeah. Well, we met a Frankie in Wichita. There's a wiener dog named Frankie.
Yeah, I mean, Frankie, that's all right. But
She said she's met a Kyle.
I bet the dog wasn't Kyle Troop.
I mean, kids name their dogs after pro athletes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So there's little Belmos. And
I did name my iguana LeBron James. So.
Did you really? That's fantastic.
Yeah, we left him in the hotel room though.
Stop. You're making that up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got another parrot watching. Christy Rudy. Chase Rudy. He hurt his back at Junior Gold this year. And Chase has been on the IR for 2 tournaments. We're hoping he's back.
I had a little back issue in Sweden, so I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Mine was only a couple days, though, but it definitely affected me the day of the finals. But
These kids, man, these kids are bowling as much as you guys are.
yeah. I mean, they're bowling. They're definitely bowling more than I am right now.
I mean, it's crazy.
You know, they probably, during the Q&A yesterday when I said I practice 2 days a week, they probably looked at me like, what? That's it?
I think the one thing, too, and I don't know if it came up in the Q&A because we were in the room checking in kids, but working out is such a big question for kids and their families because they hear about it. And I don't know if you worked out when you were a kid or did anything. Is there anything, like, I've heard players say, man, I wish I had gotten into it a little more.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've definitely, you know, been partnered with a fitness nutrition coach for a year, sponsored by First Form. So I kind of made a big lifestyle change for myself. You know, I'm in the gym 4 or 5 days a week. I definitely feel like it's important if you could start at a younger age. But like I was explaining, because that did get brought up in the Q&A yesterday, I do feel like mobility and flexibility is more important than weightlifting.
Yeah.
Weightlifting can help, you know, because it can build strength, you know, build endurance, you know, throughout your workouts and stuff like that. And then, but ultimately, I definitely feel like mobility workouts or flexibility, you know, really focusing on flexibility is more crucial than weightlifting. Now, at these kids' age, they can all bend down and touch the floor without bending, you know, or without, you know, unstraightening their knees. But because I didn't stretch a day in my life till I was 24. It was 2015, or actually it was the year before the Wolf Open. So it was 2014. I had terrible sciatic issues. Probably needed to go see a doctor for months. And it finally got to the point where I couldn't get out of bed. And I was 23. And I was like, all right. And, you know, started getting some massages from somebody in North Carolina. And they kind of talked me into, if you want to keep doing this for a living, you need to start taking care of your body. So then I was stretching, you know, morning, afternoon, and night. So, you know, definitely feel like it's an important piece. But, you know, the weightlifting, you definitely don't have to be the strongest out here to win.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But I think to your point, just starting it at a young age and getting in the routine, like, yeah, the kids can touch their toes now, but as you get older, it gets harder, but the stretch doesn't change. So if you're still doing it and you've been doing it for 10 years, it's just something you do. It's part of your routine, and that's the key, right? Like, life comes at you fast.
Mm-hmm.
So, good advice. All right, what do we got going on? These scores are a little higher than first game, so that's good.
Oh, didn't see my man Cooper. He had a little slip up there in the 8th and 9th, but
yeah,
he needs the next one for 200. That's a big game in the
That is
U12, right?
huge game in the U12. Could look up. Let me see.
I see. I mean, heck, we got 217 over there, 207 max going into the 10.
Yeah, I think that either the lanes smoothed out a little bit or they figured it out.
Well, I definitely think the lanes will smooth out some as far as feeling like you got a little bit of hold down the lane. Because, you know, fresh 35 feet, that means there's 25 feet with no oil on the lane. So the back ends are going to feel very fresh, very crisp. Your bowling balls are probably going to feel like they won't stop hooking. But then you give it one game, especially with 6 on a pair and as much urethane that's going down the lane. And I noticed not as much surface on the urethane balls. The kids don't really like to use surface a lot. They use the urethane, but I don't see much surface on them. So that's just going to carry down the oil faster. You know, won't blow open the fronts as bad, but I would say within one game of 6 on a pair, you're going to feel like you have way more hold down the lane from where you did, say, 5 minutes into practice, just because of how much the oil is going to move down the lane with all the urethane. I mean, I see a kid here on 26 was using plastic, so I'm sure there's several plastic balls going down the lane as well.
So your guy Cooper, he actually had it looks like a little challenge on the first game, shot 147, so 191 is huge for him. But
Nice
U12
bounce
is
back.
still wide open. I mean, 206 was the +6 was the high, and that was Bam Bam down there.
Okay.
It looks like Bam Bam he's continuing
Oh,
his
Bam
run.
Bam's chilling. Yeah, 196 here on the field.
Yeah, Bam Bam's usually one to beat. He's a good little player. Fun fact about Bam Bam, and we saw him to the left. Can't really see
he can
him.
bowl. Yeah.
He's never been coached. That's all natural talent.
Whoa.
Yeah, he just started watching YouTube. His parents bowled, but none of them really two-handed. He's around it because the house he bowls at is where Chris and Mikey have their shop. But I was talking to Chris. He's like, yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll go watch him bowl, but I don't even tell him anything because it's just like that's how he does it.
Yeah. And, you know, he's little, so he's got a lot of moving parts to get it going. He reminds me of Joss Weems a little bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, at that age, especially with that kind of role in game, yeah, just kind of let him, you know, when he gets a little bit older, a little bit taller, may get a little tune-up or two. But,
Right.
yeah, that's –
Yeah, I mean, when you have something natural like that, you can't overcoach it at a young age. That's the hard part too. Sometimes the kids want to know everything right away, right? And sometimes you just gotta learn it, absorb
learn it
it.
one thing at a time.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's brutal. All right, Kyle, we're gonna watch our friend Louie here. He's gonna finish this.
Looks like
frame.
Louis is making a ball change.
He's got
going from
Sasquatch or something on the back of his shirt.
Yeah, going from some purple ball to some black ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's probably going to a pitch black.
That's right.
Yeah. Went from pitch purple to pitch black.
That's right. Oh. Oh.
All right. Well, luckily you're done with that lane. On to the next challenge that presents itself.
All right, Kyle, we're going to take a short break.
All
I
right.
heard you're going to swing back game 4.
Game 4. I'll
All
be
right.
back.
Okay, well, good luck out there. Scope out some lanes. Tell us what you see, and
All right.
we'll see you
soon.
in a game. Welcome back, everybody. I am joined by Alyssa Ballard.
Hello.
Alyssa, welcome back to the SYC.
It feels great to be back, but it also makes me feel really old.
Well, if you feel old, how do you think I feel? Like, oh my goodness. Alyssa, you are a senior at Vanderbilt,
Yes, I am.
just down the road. You guys bowl here a little bit, right?
Yes, our home tournament that we have in March is actually hosted here. So we get to bowl here for the home tournament, and we also practice here that week leading up to the home tournament. But we do have a facility on campus, so for regular practices and things like that, we get to stay on campus, which is nice. We don't have to commute back and forth, but we do get to be here for that week and that home tournament weekend.
Nice. So, what do you miss most about the SYC?
I think just the environment that SYC brings. It's different than any other like youth tournament that I have bowled. Like Junior Gold, it also very, very competitive, but there's just so much pressure put on that tournament. And I think with SYC's, yes, there is pressure to want to win, get that banner, get that trophy, but there has been so much emphasis on having fun, making friends, getting to be or make a bowling family. There has been so much emphasis on that yes, it's a tournament and it's competitive, but there's just a whole other like side to it. And now that like Ballard versus the Big C is a really big part of SYC's, like it's just getting to know that there's another side to bowling. It's not just competitive, but also, like I said, like family and friends that you make. Like I'm here watching people bowl that I met because of SYC's. So I think it's just the environment that it brings.
I love that. Yeah, and that is our goal, is to make it a welcoming environment, and it is more than just a bowling tournament. So I think that, to your point, right? Like, it's not all about the scores. While we do award champions, and it's great. So, the bowlers we are watching on 25 and 26 we got Braden Street, Brian Brandt, Gavin Fernandez, Cameron Kaufman, Jarrett Berkemeyer, and Duncan Thompson III. So we're in game number 3 now. The short patterns looked a little tricky today. What do you think?
Yes, yeah. I've been kind of walking around the bowling center back and forth. My cousin Olivia is bowling, so I was watching the girls bowl a little bit.
I have not seen Olivia this morning.
They were down somewhere in the 30s.
Okay.
She started at the low 30s.
Okay.
Now,
so I haven't seen. All right.
Yeah, they've been down towards the higher end this morning. But I have gotten to see, just from going back and forth and watching some of my friends bowl as well as her, scores do seem a little up and down. There were some really good games. You know, usually game 1, since it's your starting pair, game 1's usually the higher scoring game. So there were some like 230s, 240s, 220s. And then, you know, of course, the 2 teens, which are always still good games.
For
you know,
sure.
It's still plus, you know, not going down in any way. But then there is a lot of hook, and that does tend to make a little bit of some people struggle if you have a little bit of slower ball speed. So there were some lower games to start out, but scores have kind of been everywhere. There's been high, there's been low, but also there's 13 games left in the weekend. So, I mean, if you have one bad game here and there, it's not that big of a deal because you still got so much left to go.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, that's the key, is like, even if, I mean, you know, you bowled them, even if you have a bad or a rough morning,
Yes.
you can come back and have a great afternoon and
Yes.
still be in good position overall, and even maybe get a medal. So there's medals for every round, which is exciting.
And that's the nice thing too, is if you have one not so great block, you still get to come back in the afternoon and start fresh. You know, scores, yes, they carry over in the overalls, but each round is separate from one another. So you have that mentality of coming back and just trying to be stronger and better than before and just learn from it.
Yeah, so Brian Bright here, he was stepping up on lane 26, but Cameron's going to go first. But Brian's from Prospect, Ohio, bowls at Cooper's Bowl. This is his first SYC, 16 years old. I'm sorry, I'm reading an old bio. His first SYC was in May, but he still is at Cooper's Bowl, so this is probably his second or third SYC. But he shot 2 300s after 8 months of switching to two-handed bowling. And he wants to say hi to his coach Quincy Walker and grandparents. So
And he just struck.
again.
Has the front 3 so far.
It's crazy. These kids, I'll tell you, you kids are way more adaptable than us old folk.
Hey, we try.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about college. There's a lot of parents or kids maybe listening. What is the college bowling experience like for you?
Yes, so I've already had a few parents talk to me this morning about it, just asking about what the transition was like from, because I did high school bowling. I know some places don't offer high school bowling, but like what the transition from high school bowling to college bowling was, and just the environments in general. And I will say, I thought my mom was a little cliche when she was like, college bowling, it's like the best years of your life. But at the same time, like, she says that and I'm like, oh, well, you bowled back when, it was however long ago. It's different now. But from my 3 years so far, I can say that it is just a completely different environment and experience than bowling is individually. Bowling usually is a very individualized sport. So getting to that point where you are having other people behind you to either pick you up and carry you, or just to say like, hey, like even though it's not going great, you're still doing a great job. Like just to have those people behind you while also trying to go for that national championship or just in any other tournament, it's just a whole different experience. And all I can really say is that it is great. Like especially because going into college, there's not a whole lot of team tournaments. The bowling just doesn't really offer that. And now the SYC does Super Slam, which includes like teams, doubles.
Yeah.
So I think with that does help with people making that transition to team bowling, getting that little bit of practice in beforehand, because communication is a really big aspect of it, making those small moves, being on the fly, those kinds of things, because those can really be those like make or break moments in tournaments. And just having that connection with that group of people, you only get to experience those things with that group of people. So just having that extra special connection with them just makes everything so much better.
I love it. You're having such a good experience, and you're hitting the nail on the head with what college bowling is about. And that team atmosphere really is kind of isolated to that college bowling, because even when you graduate, I'm assuming you'll want to go out and bowl some PWJ events.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's individual again too. So just embrace it and enjoy it. It's a great 4 years of your life for sure. So what are you majoring in?
So I actually was originally a history major. I was American Studies, but they actually just created a new major last year. And it's called Culture, Advocacy, and Leadership.
Oh, wow.
And it's more work-based, kind of like what like an HR job might be.
Yeah.
So I actually switched over last year to that major.
Cool.
So now I'm doing a kind of leadership, kind of more work-based major. And I will hopefully get to use that when I go back home and I help out my parents with their pro shops.
Nice.
I get to finally use those leadership skills on them at some point. And I just hope to eventually expand Ballard's Bowling Academy to its full potential.
Very nice. That's exciting. Well, you'll be a great ambassador to join your parents. Of course, Hall of Famers, Carolyn and Dell. We miss seeing them. They come. Your mom's been at a few SYCs this year, but we don't see your dad very often.
Yeah, we're actually in the middle of renovating one of the pro shops, the one at City View.
Nice.
So they're busy. They have been a lot, very busy. They always get on me. I don't hear from you very often. I'm like, well, every time I try to call you, you don't answer.
Yeah.
So I just try to wait for the right moment, you know? Gotta
Right.
have that perfect timing. But they do miss being out here a lot, and like I said, our bowling families that we have created from these tournaments, we still talk to them on a daily basis. We all hang out whenever we're in the same area. We always reach out to each other.
It's so fun.
And I do know that I know my dad loves messing around with everybody,
Oh, he's the best at it.
picking on people.
Yeah.
That's always his favorite thing to do.
I always get a random text from your dad, and I always know it's going to be something funny. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, let's see what it is today.
Well, I asked him. I was like, "Oh, did you talk to Blair about the Ohio State game?"
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, you know, I said something."
Oh,
I was like,
always. Yeah.
Yep, I know.
He's all in. Yeah, it's so funny. Your dad and I go back and forth on that stuff.
Yeah.
So
But-
we just had Chance McLean on 27. He just finished up a 4-bagger. This is his last SYC.
Yes, it is.
So-
I'm so sad.
I know. But I bet coming here, there aren't as many familiar faces for you, right?
Yes, yeah. It's I was actually talking one of the parents this morning when they were asking me about school and everything. I was like, "Oh yeah, like I'm a senior," and he's like, "Well, has it been that long already?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I said this when I was helping Olivia, my cousin, during practice. She was like, "Oh well, so and so's doing this using this ball," and I'm like, "You're gonna have to point out who that is, because I'm not sure I know who that is right now." So it is nice to see familiar faces, but also it is nice to see new faces, because that just means that bowling and like these tournaments are reaching out to so many new people and getting more people involved with bowling and all the other things that are incorporated with these kinds of tournaments. So it's nice to see so many new people, but at the same time, it makes me feel nostalgic for all the old people that we had.
I know. Yeah, you came through at a really interesting time because 2020 was so unique.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like what you guys did, you guys stayed in Airbnbs a lot.
Yes.
And I'm not sure people do that quite as much as they used to, but it was just a time where, you guys, there was the pandemic and the shutdown. So it's been interesting to see how the friendships have evolved and everything. So
I was going to say that I think that definitely did do something with the friendships, because, we were all kind of grouped together and we all kind of traveled in groups.
Yeah.
And so I think that definitely also helped with those bonds and those friendships. And everybody was trying to figure out how or when to bowl at that time. So we were
Right.
all like, "Did you get to go into the bowling center today? Did you get to practice?"
yeah.
So it was definitely a weird time, but I think that also helped us also bond in a way.
Yeah, you lived through a really unique time in our country. So I'm trying to. There may have been a typo on one of my posts today. I'm trying to fix it. We went back in time. I put 2024 instead of 2025 somehow. All right, fix that. Now it's 2025 again. Don't worry, we're not in 2024. We didn't go back in time. So everyone is striking more now.
I was gonna say, I think people are starting to figure out the transition a little bit. On lane 25, Duncan is up right now, but he has 8 spare and a 4-bagger.
Yeah. Either the lanes are blending a little bit, or everyone just got into the same part of the lane. When it started today, we were commenting that everyone was trying to play a little different part of the lane. I mean, most
Yes,
people
yeah.
were to the right, but they were using different bowling balls and maybe not exactly in the same area, but now it does look like everyone's kind of watched what other people are doing, moved, transitioned a little bit. So
Yeah, I think they're definitely starting to see that shape a little bit.
yeah.
Definitely got some strings of strikes going on. 3 4-baggers.
Yeah, it looked like the gutter was kind of out of play for most of the kids. Like anyone that was trying to play straight up
Yes, yeah.
up the outside, I don't know if that's house characteristic, kind of had to bump it a little bit.
I think angles are going to be a big factor just this weekend overall. But I mean, usually, yes, on shorter patterns, you try to play straighter angles. But with that gutter not necessarily in play, the gutter tends to be more like 4-ish instead of like that 1-2. So making sure you're not swinging it way out there, but also you can't keep it directly in front of you. So
And then it's so flat in the middle that
Yeah.
that was making everyone so tricky.
So I think they're finally starting to see that lane shape a little bit better now that it's kind of blended out a little bit. I think this is game 3, so a little bit of transition, but I think everybody's starting to kind of see it.
When does your season officially kick off? When's your first tournament?
So for NCAA, the season officially starts October 1st, but we do not have our first tournament. We do not bowl our first tournament until I believe it's the weekend of October 17th.
Okay.
And we're actually in Ohio.
Oh, no way.
We're
Fun.
bowling Youngstown's home tournament. So we'll be in
Nice.
Youngstown that weekend.
Go take on the national champions.
Yep, we're very excited. Actually, Victoria Verano's sister, Gia, my goat. I love Gia. She is a freshman at Youngstown this year.
Right.
So it's going to be a little bit of a family reunion there, but it's also going to be really exciting because that also just puts into perspective how many like new people we have this year.
Yeah.
I mean, like we have 4 new people this year just on our team. So it's going to be fun to see this year and just this season how teams have adapted with bringing in new people, losing people, and that kind of thing. So I'm really excited.
You do have a few new freshmen, new faces on your team this year.
Yes, I'm super excited. We have a lot of talent that has come in.
Yeah. You had a lot of talent already.
Yes.
Now you're adding to it. All right, we got Chris Wagner on 27. We got Jarrett on 25. Let's see if Jarrett filled out his bio. Alyssa, people still don't fill out their bios at the SYC.
I'm glad to see some things haven't changed.
Yeah, especially the boys. Oh, we do have one for Jarrett. So
Good job on Jared.
yeah. So Mr. Jarrett Bergemeyer, he's from Findlay, Ohio, 17 years old. He broke the school record with his high 2-game score of 514. Now in high school bowling, they only bowl 2 games for their matches, individual scores.
Yes.
So that's where the record comes from. His favorite subject in school is calculus.
Oh, I don't know if I can agree on that one.
But he does work at Chick-fil-A part-time. Chick-fil-A is a winner.
Okay, that's the redemption from the calculus.
Yeah, but he wants to say hello to Grandma Linda, Grandma Marcia, Grandma Arnie, Sister Elena, and Brother Brady, and all his coaches and friends in Findlay, Ohio. So shout out to all the family back home. Let's see who else we've got. Braden Street here. He's from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Which
Local.
I have always said Murfreesboro. That's how you say it, right?
Oh, that's how I say it.
That's how I say it too, but there's an R in it.
Yeah.
Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say it. So, and maybe I'll ask Braden after, but he is local, bowls here at Smyrna Bowling Center, 16 years old. He shot 288 on the PBA Shark pattern.
Ooh.
He's very good at avoiding getting his driver's license.
Hey, I in fact agree. I was the same way. I actually just in fact got my license right before coming back to school.
Just this year.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Alyssa.
But I passed, okay?
Good.
That's the only thing that we need to look at from this.
That's fair. So do you have a car on campus now, or are you still?
I will be having a car on campus
Okay.
when I go home next weekend for our charity event, Battle versus Big C.
Nice.
We'll be driving my car back to campus.
Did you buy it at Platinum Ford?
Yes, we did.
Very
my
nice. Shout out to
my parents test drove it. Got that bowling ball. You know,
nice. Yeah, because that's what they need. Another bowling ball.
got more for the stash. You know,
I love it. That's awesome. That's exciting.
Yes, my mom was finally don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, just let me take my time.
My sister waited a long time too, though. She got hers, I think she was 21 or 22 when she finally did it. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but she just bought her first car. She's 23, so I don't know what it is about the younger generation. You guys are not in a hurry to drive.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. My mom and a bunch of our friends had said that because they always ask me every year when I come home. They're like, "Are you gonna get your license this year? Are you gonna go take your driving test? Are you gonna go driving?" I'm like, I just never was really like pumped up or interested in like being like, oh, right when I turned 16, like gotta go get my license. But I don't know what it is because there is quite a few people that I talk to and they're like, oh yeah, no, like I haven't done it either. I was like, I'm glad, first off, I'm glad it's not just me because then I'm like, okay, maybe I'm the problem.
Yeah.
But I think it, I don't know what it is, but it's just people now.
Yeah, maybe like having Uber, because did you Uber places?
I did do that quite a bit.
Yeah, so maybe having that and some of the other like rideshare, even, I mean, Nashville has some transportation options, so.
I think what also didn't make it very like, oh, I need to do this now, it's just like the area that we're in, mostly everything that I need is kind of just in walking distance.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like a necessity to have a car, whereas like back then, like it was kind of the thing to get a car and to get your license. So I think it's just kind of now it's not necessarily always like a necessity to have. So it's just never really anything I thought like special about.
Yeah, there you go. So Duncan here, who has gone spare, what is that, 7-bagger?
7.
He is from Salem, Alabama.
Ooh,
Bowls at Auburn Bolero. 15 years old, first SYC. He got a gold medal at the 2025 Alabama State Games. He likes to game, and he wants to say hello to his family in Ohio and Texas and friends from Glenwood. Man, this pair is like Ohio. I'm loving it.
I was just about to say there seems to be a lot of people from that area.
It is. Tennessee is a very drivable area, so there have been a few families from Ohio. Ohio is such a great bowling state. I'm not biased or anything.
I'll say, maybe.
Good spare,
That was
too.
a really good spare.
Stays alive, clean game. So yeah, these scores have skyrocketed this game.
Yeah, there's somebody on 22 who had the first 3 and then a spare and then now a 4-bagger.
Yeah.
There was also, what is that, front 6 on that pair as well.
Yes, so that is the front 6. Front 6 open and then strike again.
Then strike.
Yeah, back on it.
That is the one thing that I have noticed quite a bit too, just from these first few games. If there is an open here and there, these kids have really gotten well with picking it back up, not letting it get to them or go on open, like on end. There are quite a bit that I have seen, like if they do miss a spare or split, they don't carry it over, and they do actually end up either having that string of strikes, that 2, 3, 4-bagger, or they do pick it up and just get those 9 spares, which is still good.
Yeah.
9 spares always great. But I have noticed that they have tended to pick it back up, which is a very good thing to have, especially when conditions aren't always that easy.
So Chance McLean, just like you mentioned, he started with 2 opens and still got to 225.
Yep.
So great example there. I mean, he's a little, it looks like he might be a little frustrated about those 2 opens because that could have been a even higher game than 220, but
oh,
big
lane
4.
27.
Oh my goodness, that was amazing.
And in the 10th frame too.
Caden Curry, big 4 conversion on live stream. He'll go back and clip that.
I was just about to say, he's definitely going to go back and look at that one. But I mean, definitely like in those crucial moments, again, kind of going back to college bowling, those spares are very, very crucial. So you always just want, even if you do have an open, it is going to happen. Like, not everybody's perfect. It's going to happen at some point.
For sure.
But just making sure that it doesn't continue on, and you just try to get back in that mode. And like you said, Chance maybe was a little upset by that 220 game because it could have been a lot better without those 2 opens. But now that the game is over, you can kind of look back and see what you can do differently going forward. So it's kind of having that mindset of, yes, it was not what I wanted, but at the same time, like, it still was pretty good for the conditions we're on right now.
100% agree with that. Man, solid here. Duncan can go out for 266. Let's see if he does it.
Duncan is on a roll right now.
That would be the high game that we've seen on live stream today. Yet. Jackson Beach gets a spare there. He can get to 194.
And that's still not an awful game either.
It's not.
He had a lot of 9 spares. And again, it's one game out of how many that you're about to have.
That's right. Keep it in perspective. Shot by Chris.
That gets him to 240.
I would take a 240 on this.
I would too.
Oh no, Duncan. Oh well. 255. Again, I would take a 255.
It's still pretty good. I mean, we got some 220s, 240s, got that 250 in there.
Yeah, I didn't see. We had Weston bowling to the left of us. I don't know which letter. Oh, he's still up. He's stepping up. No, maybe he's done. I can't tell.
I think he might have been the 240.
245. I was gonna say he's bowling. We've talked a little bit about it. He's bowling in the LBC TV show this year. He qualified.
I did see that. Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
I texted him after that. After he let me know about his scores, I was like, man, I didn't know you had that in you. I was like, okay, let's go.
He, like yourself, he started working in the pro shop, so you guys both are. I love the young people getting into the industry in different ways. Because, the bowling industry, there aren't a ton of jobs, but there are jobs. So if you are a young bowler and you love the sport, and even if you want to compete professionally or not, don't forget when you're getting your college education that you can come back and find a job and do what you love.
And I think sometimes people forget how many different aspects to bowling there are. Like, you're not just going up there and throwing the ball. I mean, it takes time to, again, like with your pro shop people, you got to figure out layouts, drilling, like all those kinds of things. There are many mathematical things that I have yet to learn because I feel like I would confuse myself if I learned them.
Yeah.
But there are so many different things that go into having you throw that ball. And so I think sometimes people forget just how technical it can be sometimes, which, I mean, I don't fully blame them, because if I try to think about it, it might make my head hurt a little bit. But I think you do need to appreciate the people that do those things, because only select people can do that for an extensive amount of time. And so I think we need to praise our pro shop people a little bit, because it does take a lot of time and lots of learning to do those kinds of things.
100%. And to your point, not only is there math involved in running a pro shop, but running a bowling center, there's a lot of jobs that go into that. Working at a manufacturer, or even at a job like KEGEL, there's science jobs that are available. So just lots of different things. Just don't forget about working in the industry.
Yep.
All you smart kids, don't run away from us.
Yeah.
All right, Alyssa, we are getting down to the end of this game.
Yes.
We're going to take a short break. You're going to go back out. Is there a Ballard versus Big C table this weekend?
There will be, yes.
There will be?
We got some raffles going on, some shirts. We have a backpack that has some goodies in it. some hats. We got some new Ballard's Bowling Academy T-shirt designs and
Nice.
colors, which I'm wearing one this weekend.
Nice.
But there's lots of new things that we got coming out. And we now have chamois. We got a few chamois that we're going to be giving out too. So,
do you want to give a shout out? You guys are having your big event next weekend, but where can
Yes.
they learn more about Ballard's Bowling Academy or BBBC?
So we have a Ballard's Bowling Academy and a Ballard vs. the Big C Facebook page. And Ballard's Bowling Academy has an Instagram, which we are now trying to get to do more on.
Nice.
So we're getting a little bit more on social media, and we might be starting some YouTube videos soon, so that might be coming up. But everything is just Ballard's Bowling Academy or Ballard vs. the Big C. And then if you want to learn about things that we have or stuff about lessons, anything like that, ballardsbowlingacademy.com. That is also the website that we have where you can get all that information as well.
Very cool, and good luck at your event next week,
Thank you.
raising lots of money. You guys always break
Yes.
records, so
We're trying to get to that 1 million mark this year. We're so
Nice.
close.
Oh, I hope you get it. So, all right, well, thanks for joining us. Good luck this season. Good
Thank
luck
you.
next week, and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We have some new bowlers coming this way, so we'll see you in about 5 minutes. All right, we are back, and we have a very, very special guest.
Huh?
We have Kyle and Mia. You can see her.
Yeah, there she is.
She's
You made it.
She's in. She's live on air.
You're on camera, girl.
I'm gonna keep your camera on. Hang on, I'm gonna put a little camera on you guys. She's the chillest dog ever.
Oh, yeah, she's chilling. She said, I like the SYC too. Come here.
We need to get her a little SYC patch,
Yeah.
which we might have in the tournament office.
We can get you a little jersey, girl.
Oh, yes. I heard there's a rumor that you and Mia are hitting the road.
Yeah, apparently that's supposed to happen. We'll see if we can make it happen some.
At least some stops. I mean, some stops aren't going to be possible because you're flying, but I don't know. She's pretty little.
Yeah, I've heard we're bowling in Indiana a good bit, or, in the Indy area.
Okay.
So, that's only an hour and a half from the house. So she'll definitely be making an appearance.
I'm going to go with someone hit the power cord. Be right back. I think I lost now. Someone unplugged it for a phone charger. And she was standing right there. Maybe? Is that my soundboard? That'll be great.
Move and let you through, or did you get through another way?
I think you were out of the way.
I do not remember.
Okay, that was fun. We're back.
We're here.
We have no Mia, but you
No
know,
Mia.
it's
Yep.
okay. You got a little Mia sighting. So yes, there was no audio for a moment, but we're back, and I have no idea what's going on.
We got lots of strikes on 25 and 26.
The kids did begin to strike a bit last game. We had some U18s, and they were banging.
Yeah, took a little walk back and forth, and definitely seen some scores coming out for sure.
Okay, 25 and 26, the bowlers in front of us. We have Mason Woodward, Isaiah Durflinger, Mateo Quintero, Gavin DeMoss, Cyrus Uchwal, and James Cliff KEGEL Jr.
Blair, how do I check live scores?
Bowlmetrics.com,
All right.
and then you should be able to find SYC Tennessee. Friends at home, you can do the same.
Bowlmetrics.com.
Yes.
Oh, Josh Weems with the flying chicken tender on the 10.
Killing it. You know, they do have combos of 2 chicken tenders, 3 chicken tenders, 4 chicken tenders, 5 chicken tenders, and 6 chicken tenders.
Wow.
A little bit of everything.
All right, so I'm kind of flipping through scores here. We got U18 boys on this pair
Yes, we do.
through 3 games. So is it the top 3 medal? in
Top
each
3
pattern?
medal, yep.
So third place is 695, Harper Burnett. Elliot Gordon at 748, leading the way, and Weston Griffin, hometown boy, 699, and 10th is 646. So yeah, the boys are definitely starting to strike a little bit, but you know, after, like I was saying in the second game, you know, once that oil gets down the lane, you know, typically, I was about to say cheetah, but short pattern would typically get a little softer at times, especially for probably some of the older guys, a little bit higher speed, a little bit higher rev rates, able to take advantage of all the free friction near the gutter, and then, you know, a lot of that hold developed down the lane.
Nice. Here's Joss. Joss got taller. He got some height on him. He did. He did get taller.
Okay.
Slightly.
I'll believe you. But say I only see him a few times a year.
We got Mateo, hometown bowler. He gets to
he's
stay.
hometown here too? Okay.
Yeah, he gets to stay at his house this weekend. And you know what Joss said? Hey, Mom, thanks for bringing me. There's the hotel room. I'm going to go stay with my buddy Mateo. It's funny.
I did flip over to the U18 girls.
Okay, what do we got going over there?
So after 3 games, we have 1 girl plus. That is Bella Castillo,
Okay.
627, followed by L'Oreal Tharps at 576, and Trishna Desai at 572. Sorry about the pronunciation of names. And 10th is 513. So, let's see.
Bless you.
Sorry, I didn't know where the mute button was.
The red one. You're good.
The red
though.
one?
Yeah. But
Which one am I? Blue?
you are
Or green?
green.
I'm green.
Yep,
Number
yep,
2.
you're number 2.
So 60 pins from 3rd to 10th in the U18 girls.
Do you have the score? Sorry, can you go back to U18 boys? Because Gavin Murray said he was plus 100. I saw him.
Wonder if some of these aren't updated yet. Let's see. You said Gavin Murray?
Yeah, he's bowling on 27. You see him?
Nope, I don't even see him on the list of bowlers.
Huh.
Not Gavin DeMoss.
No?
Oh, Gavin Murray.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was 46 over after 2.
Okay.
I guess
Yeah. So some of the scores are still being. input.
I'll slow down on the scores then. We'll revisit that towards the end of this game.
Yeah, it looks. I think they're starting end to end for scores, but I don't see our scorekeepers out there. So. So, would you want to be bowling on the short pattern right now?
Oh, I'm ready for it right
You're
now.
ready?
Yeah.
You're all in?
Oh, this one it gets nice.
Yeah.
Especially noticing, there's not a ton of guys sliding 30, hooking it with big resin balls. So if you were doing it right now, it would probably be pretty good pair to pair.
Okay.
Just because you would be kind of left of the field, which, that happens a lot on tour. It's kind of like a race to see who can get the furthest left, because the reason why we move left so fast is to find fresh oil in the front part of the lane. And, just kind of looking around, not too many people doing that, but it could not be developed that way either,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd take my chances these last couple games. But then again, I'm seeing, we got 278 going here, 268, 278. Front four, we did have a little slip up there on 24.
Well, that's Brett Biondo. This is his first tournament. That's Vince Biondo's.
I was going to say, is that Biondo's brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Brandon's brother. This is his first SYC, not his first tournament, obviously. Kid throws it great, but shout out to the Biondo family.
I haven't seen him bowl either. I have to watch.
Looks like he might have just slipped a little bit.
Yeah, I think he got the foul.
Yeah.
That fries me out more than anything in bowling. It's fouling.
It looked like he was slightly on fire.
Because whenever I foul, I normally go on the lane every time. Like, there is no, barely sliding over it. Like, when I foul, I normally fall on the lane. And it always is good off my hand, though. Like, I'll make the spare. Typically, it happens on spare shots. But, yeah, that just makes me want to rip my jersey off.
Yeah. I think Brett had that same experience, especially on the front board. Wasn't feeling good. Let's see what he got. Throws it great.
He answered back. That's a tough thing to do after fouling, is stay behind the line the next shot and execute a good one. Nice bounce back there.
Cyrus Uchwal is ready for Halloween here on 26th.
I see that. Yeah, that's Jason's son.
Yeah.
Runs the bowling centers down in Louisville area.
Yeah, there's some shifting going on down in the Louisville area, right? Wasn't one of them closing?
Yeah, so Executive closed,
Yep.
and they opened up the new Strike and Spare in J-Town.
Yeah.
Actually bowled a summer league there. Beautiful center. Massive game room, so I like that too.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice center.
Is that where you bowl the most when you're home now, is Louisville, or?
No, well, in Louisville, but I bowl at Kingpin most of the time.
Kingpin,
That's where I practice at. That's where we have our fundraiser event.
Yeah.
Which
We're going back there for the SYC too.
Very nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I will use this time for anybody listening or tuning in. We do have our 4th annual Christmas fundraiser event going on Saturday, November 15th in Louisville at Kingpin Lanes. We only have about 50 entries left. We have 200 prepaid entries already. All the money that we raise, we provide Christmas for underprivileged families. Through 3 years, we raised $38,000 and provided Christmas for over 90 kids.
Amazing.
We use foster kids, angel tree kids, families that are suggested to us from people. And it's gotten bigger and better every year. We're almost sold out on our lane sponsorships already within a week. Working really hard to get a lot of cool stuff, either from obviously all the bowling companies through the industry, but trying to get a lot of nice prizes and items outside of the bowling industry as well, because we do raffle items, silent auction, door prizes, 50-50. We got these bowl strike jackpots in Kentucky, $1 a ticket. If your ticket gets drawn, you throw a strike, $500 cash.
Well, I think
So we did
last
that as
year
well.
you took a picture of all the presents that were at your house.
Oh, it's
It
gonna be
was
even bigger this year.
massive
It's gonna be-
amount of gifts that you guys were trying to put into. How do you even get them in your truck, or do you have to have multiple trips?
Well, so we did a lot of online shopping.
Oh, okay, good.
So it just looks like we're just full sending Christmas at our house.
Yeah.
But then, so we did 15 foster kids in North Carolina last year.
That's awesome.
And so I loaded everything up in my car, because I do get Santa bags, like these big
that's
bags.
cool. Yeah.
And just put everything in there.
Yeah.
And then label the bags for the children. and I actually met Guppy like halfway. We met in like Tennessee somewhere,
Okay, that's
and
fun.
had
Yeah.
lunch, and then we drove back home. So I didn't have to make the full 7-hour drive to North Carolina. But
That's a good deal too, and you get to see your dad, so
yeah,
that's
get to see
pretty
him
cool.
for a little bit. I think we met him at a gas station in Arby's last
Solid,
year.
solid. Yeah, but yeah, shout out to what you guys do. I mean, SYCs are all about charity too. We have the BVBC going on, so you're doing an amazing job and helping out families. So yeah, if anyone's listening,
That's our next step, is to start a foundation of some sort. And
cool.
I know we had talked about it after the fundraiser last year, but unfortunately didn't get around to that.
Well, you had this little thing called a wedding.
Well, yeah. I mean, I had PBA tour before that. And,
Yeah.
so we had a little bit of a busy year, but we're doing all we can again for this year.
Now, will the foundation be like a family foundation, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, well, I guess now it could be a troop foundation, since we're all troops. But
Yeah.
I don't really know. I mean, it would definitely be something, a family foundation.
Yeah. That's cool.
We enjoy doing this stuff around Christmas, but obviously in the future, I could see us running multiple events throughout the year.
Yeah.
Even, a youth tournament with scholarships. Like, we have lots of big plans, but, right now we're focused on another big year of the fundraiser.
That's cool. Well, good luck, and I think you guys are going to do great things.
So if anybody is interested in that fundraiser, you can reach out to me on Facebook or Todd McGill. He is the tournament director. I live up in the Ohio area. We also have a Facebook page, Christmas Non-Pin No Tap.
Super cool.
You can reach out on any of those platforms. Like I said, we have about 50 spots left. We are taking 250 entries, so
It's amazing.
will be a lot of people there too. Mateo putting together a nice game here on 25 and 26.
He is.
Turkey, spare turkey.
Just looking up too, we got James Cliff KEGEL Jr. Cliff is his nickname. He's from Meridianville, Alabama, outside of Huntsville. Bowls at Redstone Lanes, first SYC. He shot a 297 in his third year of bowling. Loves making friends on the lanes. Plays computer games. Makes some music on his computer. Learns a lot about cars. He wants to shout out to his coach, James Moore, Alabama A&M women's bowling coach, Coach Lee.
Okay.
Roll X Academy League, Pin Palace League, and his family, Uncle Michael, and grandparents. So,
Very nice.
a few shout-outs.
Large support team for him.
We love that. We love seeing all the kids. They really do have a support team.
I mean, yeah, this place is packed. Not just
Yeah.
on the lanes, but back behind it as well.
Yeah, I was just talking to Leanne, and we're going to have to make some announcements in the afternoon about just keeping some aisleways clear, because there are so many people in here. It's crazy.
At least they kept the bowling balls in the settee area today. Cause
They did.
I was looking at that yesterday. I was like, I mean, this reminds me of PBA Tour practice session. Bowling balls everywhere. But, yeah, good call there.
And Leanne did have the good idea of, kids, it really is like a PBA Tour stuff, because the kids have a full arsenal, and they're bowling on 3 different patterns. So you never know what you might need. But we did limit it to 2 bags in the settee area today. We have a huge paddock, which is great, and 6 balls should be able to do it in 6, I think. So we got Cyrus. We mentioned earlier. He bowls at Executive Strike and Spare. He's from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. 16 years old. He's really proud of his improvements he's been able to make over the past 2 years. He came back after being off for a year because of a major surgery. He loves to cook steak.
Okay,
So if you need a
Cyrus.
good steak,
Okay, I'm coming over.
he
Heck yeah.
wants
Let's
to
go.
say hi to his mom too. Steak is an art.
Steak is great.
Steak is great. Yeah, and you were talking earlier about choosing some more healthy options in your life. Protein is probably huge, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the protein. All the meat. No sodium seasoning.
Nice.
Sounds bad, but it's not that bad. That was my biggest thing.
Yeah.
Just no sodium, or
Lower
I
salt.
tracked my sodium. Yep.
And you were just intaking a lot of it before?
Before,
Oh.
I guess I was, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause, throughout my journey, I mean, when I first started it, obviously I was trying to lose some weight, you know, and then we'll build it back. I lost 11 pounds in a couple months, probably 2 months, which I didn't have a ton of weight to lose to begin with.
Right.
But yeah, it was just falling off of me, which was crazy to see, with eating as clean as I was, the changes.
Yeah, how quickly.
I was like, okay, this is what it feels like and looks like to fully commit to the nutrition. Like, I was weighing my food, and if Dave is listening in, I already told him I got to get back on track. We had a few weeks off for the wedding and then over in Sweden, but yeah, we'll get back on track now.
I love it. All right, let's see. We introduced. I'm trying to think who else we missed. I think Mason here. Mason's having a great game. A bowler. Let's see if he did a bio.
That might be the shiniest red IQ I've ever seen go down the lane on 25. If that was a red IQ.
It either was that or a ruby. Is it a ruby?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's
that's
not.
a red IQ.
Yeah.
All right, level. Oh, come on. Great shot from Mason there. Do you know if we're able to use the level in USBC events next year?
I'm
sure I could ask somebody else with Storm, but
well, so I read the rule, and I still am learning all of the changes
I guess
in
like
the rules.
it's something about it's got to absorb in a certain amount of time or something.
So I think the level's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that because it's either going to be levels or dull plastic balls at the U.S. Open for the short pattern.
Yeah, because level really was a whole new chemistry of materials. So
Right.
I think the level's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we don't have to quit.
But then the kid for the kids, like this is where, like I really need to do my homework on the urethane changes. But the kids at Junior Gold, their qualifying is a different rule than their when they get to the match play at Junior Gold. So they can use urethane during qualifying.
But they can't use it in match play.
Yeah.
No comment.
Yeah, we'll just leave that there. They did the USBC did a live stream that I did not watch this week. I was working and then traveling and stuff. Yeah, so I would say go do your research and don't quote me on any official rulings. At the SYC though, it's all open as of right now. We haven't made any changes. The only thing that's the original banned balls, those are the ones that are still banned, but yeah, that's where we're at.
Okay.
I think we'll maybe have to look at it in 2026, but I'm not really. I don't know. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. So.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
It was a crazy week of announcements last week. Let me tell you.
You say we got any new balls coming out?
Not yet, but pretty soon. But not yet. Spoiler alert. But yeah, no. The newest one though, the Gremlin, that ball is hot. Have you thrown a Gremlin yet?
Mm-hmm.
You like that one?
I like it.
Yeah. It's I loved the UC2, and Schlem told me it's UC2 like. Oh no.
I was hoping that because that's baby girl right there.
Yeah, right. UC2 was so good.
It goes Mia and then UC2.
Oh, I love that Mia comes in front of that.
But I did notice the Gremlin's just a little smoother down the lane because I feel like it is just a little bit earlier than a UC2.
Okay.
I've only drilled one, and I left it in Sweden. I signed it.
Oh, okay.
Because that one was a little too smooth for me.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I talked to Rob while we were over there, and we're going to drill up a different one.
Nice.
To make it a little bit quicker. But definitely a very useful piece. I can see it being, it's one of those ASIM pearls, but definitely not a big footprint in the front. You know, it's not Attention Star, it's not Physics Blackout, it's not Origin. It's much cleaner than all those. So I feel like it fits a window that we haven't had a release. I guess it would be in the Equinox.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
kind of clean like an Equinox, but a little bit different core numbers, a little bit different diff. So I was excited with that. I guess there's one more after that, right?
Hyperdrive Pearl.
Yeah, the Hyperdrive Pearl.
Yep.
I didn't want to like say something wrong.
Yep.
I've seen
Nope.
videos.
That one. Yeah.
I've
No.
seen all the
That
videos
one
on
is
that.
coming out next week. I think 19th is when that
Okay.
one releases. That one's. I think people have been liking that one too.
I'm excited for that.
Cove and Ember was a
Yep, Cove
hot
and Ember.
release this summer. That's from the global side.
I've used, well, I would say I've used them, but haven't bowled in 2 weeks now. But I did drill up the Cove and Ember before Sweden, used them a little bit in practice. I was pretty impressed with the Ember. It could handle a lot of oil. Six,
These
seven?
kids, 6, 7. I don't get the 6, 7 thing. You have kids now. What is the 6, 7?
I have no idea.
You don't know it?
No.
I don't. Yeah, someone's gonna have to explain this to me.
Yep, they're all laughing at us right
Yeah,
now.
that's what happens.
Yep.
That's what happens when we're old. Kyle, we're old.
Oh, we're there. Yep.
Okay, so back to Cove and Ember. You know, the one that I drilled for nationals, and I just started league last week, and I drilled it for women's nationals. Didn't throw it. I didn't bowl all summer. Came back. I am pro solid.
I was hoping you were going to say that ball because that
Ball is money.
That's like the only ball I used at nationals. I
It
bowled
is
like
so
20,
good.
50. I made a lot of money at nationals this year too, and Ion Pro Solid. Yep.
Like, do not sleep on this ball, kids or parents or anyone.
It's completely different than the Ion Pro,
Yes.
and Storm hasn't released very many clean, quick solids. You know, it's clean and it's quick down the lane for a solid, but that's the key part. Is it's a solid, so it's a very good transition piece. Like when you get out of the smooth balls after the first game or two, and you feel like, all right, I need something quicker down the lane. And that's when a lot of people go to like Attention Star or some other pearl, and it's a little too much off the bat. You know, like it's not quite time yet to use these whippy pearls, so to speak. That's where the Ion Pro Solid fits right in. Because it's quick, but it's still kind of round because it is a clean solid.
Not to interrupt, but Mason Woodward, 256 here.
Nice game.
That's solid. That's
That's a level up right there.
is a level up.
game. Level
Yeah.
up with the level.
yeah. So that Iron Pro Solid released in June. I think people slept on it over the summer, and I'm telling you, do not sleep on this ball.
No,
Like, go to the pro shop, ask about it. You're totally right. It threw me off because it's polished, and I definitely had to hit it with surface because
Same.
it was
Yep.
crazy angular down lane. I'm like, okay, we need to. I was not expecting it, but
Yeah,
it's,
I was,
it's so good.
When people ask me what's my favorite ball right now, it's Ion Pro Solid.
Yeah, so good.
Like the, controlled shape of it. Controlled, but it's not round because it's early. It's
Right.
round because it's built that way. With the polish on it, makes it a little quicker.
Okay, we're gonna see what Mateo finishes up with. Mateo's a past SYC champ, Team USA member.
How old is Mateo?
I want to say he's 16, 17,
Well, I say, how old can they bowl till? 18?
18. Yeah. This is Brady McDonough's last year. He's going to Wichita next year. I think Mateo's 1 year behind him.
No, but my stepson does. I downloaded it. And played it. And then whenever I found out the ins and outs of it, no. Like just all the different cards and, this beats this and this beats that. Because my stepson plays it all the time. Him and his buddy Eli.
So we jinxed Mateo, in case you were wondering.
Oh, we did? Oh,
Yeah.
5.
Greek church.
Oh, 5-3. 239. We'll take it.
I mean-
but
We're going to have Caitlin Abagania step in for the final game of the round.
okay. Oh, yeah, that's a little rough finish there for
Yeah,
Mateo,
yeah.
but still 239.
That's karma for making us say whatever 6'7" is.
Yeah, 6'7". Yeah.
Mateo, that's
Yeah,
karma
Mateo,
right there.
6'7". He wanted us to say it.
Oh man. Okay, Kyle. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll get you back in this afternoon.
Yep.
Hope you enjoy a nice lunch.
Here we're going to this Mexican place,
Oh,
Margarita House.
Oh.
Obviously for no margaritas,
Yeah.
but they said it's like the best Mexican in town, so we're going to try it out.
Okay, well, let us know. We're Mexican fans, so let us know how it is. So,
Will
all right,
do.
we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back.
All right.
All right, welcome back, and I am joined by Miss Keelan Abagania, past SYC champion.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for letting me in the booth.
Caitlin, you are going to college just down the street at Vandy. How's life?
It's amazing. I love Vanderbilt. I love the campus. I love the team. Going really well so far.
That's great. That's what we like to hear. We like to hear happiness, and it's awesome. So, hold on a second. Doing a little maneuvering over here. No one can see it, so it's good, except us. All right, so we are in Game 5. Caitlin, do you miss SYCs?
I do miss SYCs. It's so weird walking in here and not bowling. You know, I just want to put on my shoes and start throwing the ball, but you gotta sit back and watch the young talent do their thing. It's really nice to see like the future of the sport.
Yeah, there's a lot of new bowlers. We had quite a few new families at this SYC. 27 states represented. The pair in front of us, we're going to be watching Jacob Fester, Zachariah McLean, Jackson Dias, Andrew Myers, Max Ecken, and Cameron Morton.
Let's get it.
So Mr. Cameron here, he's up on 26. Now, game one, there was not a lot of striking going on.
Definitely not.
But the last few, there's been some striking.
Yeah, they've opened up a little bit.
So Cameron is from Jacksonville. I'm not sure. Jacksonville. He just put Jackson. Florida, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
We'll go with that. He is 16 years old. He's had 3 top 25 finishes, a junior gold in 5 years, GPA 4.4. And he would like to say hi to Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Yeah, you know, we'll say hi to anyone. Now, Max told me he did not fill out a bio,
Oh, man.
but we have one previously. So he's from Ashland, Ohio, bowls at Lex Lane, 17 years old. He is an SYC champion. He finished 6th at Junior Gold in 2023. He won a high school state championship and a national championship.
Nice.
He loves to make new friends, play Xbox, and he wants to say hi to all his family and friends back in Ashland. Pretty cool.
A great resume already.
Absolutely. Jacob Besser, he's from Washington Township, bowls at Shelby Lanes. First SYC, 17 years old. He won at the 2025 MD USPC Junior Masters. Plays golf. Wants to say hello to Connor Rogus. Got some. Everyone has a shout out this time.
That's good.
Do you have shout outs? You want to shout out to anyone?
All my Storm family's here right now, but I'll say shout out to Gary because I haven't seen him forever and I miss him. So.
I know. He was going to come this weekend,
Oh my goodness.
but he's just been traveling quite a bit this
Yeah.
summer. But so, what advice do you have? These kids are all bowling. Some of them are U18. Some of them may be looking at colleges. You've started at school. You haven't bowled yet, just because you guys don't start till October. But what advice do you have for kids who want to bowl in college?
Yeah, just getting your name out there, going out and bowling tournaments. And when you do bowl those tournaments, try and just have a good attitude because that's what they're looking for. They're not looking for super high scores. They just want to see consistency. They want to see that you're coachable, approachable, just good attitude all around. I think a really big misconception with college bowling is people think that coaches need to come up to them all the time, which isn't always the case. It's always good to have a resume on file of just things that your accomplishments, but also like school stuff. And reaching out is a good thing. I reached out to, when I was getting recruited, I reached out to multiple coaches, and it's just sometimes coaches, there's so many kids and it's hard for them to get all of them, so getting your name out there is a really big thing.
Yeah, that's a good advice, because it is, like, I think sometimes people think that it's the coach's job to reach out to you, but it's really not. They don't know that you're interested in the program until you let them know, hey, I'm interested.
It also just shows like your dedication to wanting to bowl for them. It's another good plus that you can show them.
Andrew was on a double there. Looks like he might have just got it in a little bit. I think the lanes are transitioning a little bit, though, too. 25 has a spot that if you hit, it does not do anything.
Yeah.
It just is hanging out there.
The last time, if I remember correctly, was there SYC in Smyrna the past few years?
2020.
Yes,
we
that
had
was
one.
The one I was at.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I'm so glad it's back here in Nashville. I love
Yeah. Yeah, Smyrna was one of the initial additions because we had them in Reno and then we added one in Coastal and then Smyrna was the next add. So we are glad to be back in such a fun area. You live in a very fun place.
I agree.
Mr. Max, he's won an SYC this year, won a couple. Throws it great. All these kids are striking.
Yeah. See a lot of Thane out there.
Yeah,
Looks
what-
good too.
Kyle was saying that's what he would like to be throwing.
Makes sense.
He was
Higher
bowling.
rub rate. 35 feet. 26 mils. Yep. It's good to control the lane from the back.
How would you be attacking the pattern right now?
Man, urethrane's never been my strong suit, but I wouldn't doubt trying it. I wouldn't say no to trying it for sure. Probably start in a big ASIM ball,
Okay.
a little bit of surface, just so it's not super sharp off the back end. And as lanes transition, whether urethrane's pushing the ball down, probably switch to something a little cleaner. But it's always hard to say when you're watching and not bowling.
It is. Sometimes it's easier, but sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
This morning it's looked pretty tricky.
They looked super tricky this morning. They were super, how do I say, bowling balls off the end of the pattern were just flying. Can't miss in, and kind of get your angles a little bit too steep, it'll dip in the gutter.
Got some cool Wick jerseys out there today too.
Yes, we love Coolwick.
Andrew, I think, is blaming himself. He just needs to take a little step left. Sometimes it's so hard when you're in the moment, like you think you're throwing it bad, but really you might just not be in the right part of the lane.
Yeah. Well, that was a good shot.
Ah, good shot. Shot by Aiden on 27. Got a shout out for Cam Morton. He's up.
Cool.
And really nice. Let's see if Jackson filled out his bio. He did. He's from Conway, Arkansas. Bowls at Conway Family Bowl. He is the 2025 PBA Junior National Champion. 15 years old. He works in a pro shop. Wants to say hello to all his Bowling 101 pro shop guys at home.
Nice. Oh, hit the pin.
Caitlin, you guys do workouts at Vanderbilt too, right?
Yeah, we do.
How are those going?
Oh man, I know I definitely had to step it up during the summer before coming here. Make sure I wasn't, just thrown off the deep end.
Yeah.
They're very intense, but they're just getting us ready for those really long 7-8 hour days and making sure that throughout those 7-8 hour days, we're 100%, we're strong, ready to go. We're not fighting, like, feeling
Fatigue
weak, fatigue, exactly.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, our trainer Darren, he's really hard on us, but he wants the best for us, and he does a great job. We just did our 9/11 workout.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was rough, but it felt good. Felt
Yeah.
really good to do it as a team.
Yeah. And then when it's done, you probably feel good because you put in a really good workout, right?
Oh yeah,
Minus all the pain you feel after, right?
yeah. We're all a little bit sore,
Yeah.
but I mean, I personally love the feeling of being sore just because it just means I'm putting in that movement, getting that movement in.
Yeah. It's good that you started over the summer, though.
Yeah, I'm glad I did too. Hit it.
Aw. Good try by Manny. So we are halfway through the 5th game. We'll take a short break for lunch, about an hour, and then they'll come back. We'll 5 more games on the medium pattern this afternoon. What's the length of that one?
40 feet.
40.
40 feet, 27.4 mils. That'll be a fun one.
Tyler Troop just popped in. What's up, Tyler? We have been keeping Kyle busy. He's been in the live stream booth 2 games already. We also had Mia in here, the puppy. Have you met Kyle's dog?
I haven't. I saw her though.
She's
so
sweet. She's a sweet dog. We got Christian Mouton on 27. He's a member of the Storm Junior team. As is Manny on that pair too. Another good one for Cameron.
Really good shots.
How's your class schedule going?
It's great. I'm just kind of taking a little bit of my general education right now. I'm probably going to major in communications. At least that's the way I'm going. I really enjoy it, honestly. Favorite class right now? I like my English class. It's a lot of work, but it really makes me reflect on what exactly I'm actually reading versus actually just reading it. I've always enjoyed reading, so.
Nice. What are you guys reading right now?
We're reading this poetry book. I can't even pronounce it because it's French.
Okay.
But it's basically about like moving on after, like just moving on from like a big change. I guess.
Okay, that's a good one. That's good for freshmen to be reading, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Very relevant. All right, Max is on a turkey. Let's see what he does on 25.
Nice.
4-bagger. I think Max is going to be one that's going to be trying to find a bowling college in a couple years, maybe 1 year. I think he ages out this year, actually. This is his last year, so.
Those are great.
Now your tournaments are mostly the girls' teams, so you won't see the guys for a minute.
Yeah, we won't see them like at all.
Yeah. Is that going to be weird?
No.
No.
I guess it's a change.
Yeah.
Uh,
You'll still see them at like team trials and
Yeah.
different stuff that you might do.
yeah, I'll be there at trials. It'll be fun. It's back in Vegas.
That's right.
Though I love Reno. Love bowling there.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. So our sideline reporter Max just let me know Jackson here, he only needs 231 to shoot 800 in the back 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, let's go, Jackson.
So we will let's pull up some scores. Let's see what we got going on. So scores are on bowlmetrics.com as always. That's our official scoring system of the SYC. So Jackson He is plus 131. So Cameron Morton actually is leading. He's plus 145. He shot 268 game 4, but Jackson's right behind him. He had a very rough start. He shot 138, and then he went 224, 290, 279.
That's how you do it.
Plus 131. Spiro Shank in third currently, plus 110.
Great spare.
These are tight, though. Elliot Gordon, plus 109. Preston Smith, plus 77. Over on the girls' side in the U18, Macy Jones,
My girl Mace.
minus 24. Anna Antony, we have no one plus in the U18 girls.
Top.
Anna Antony, minus 52. Malia Briggs, minus 76. Trishna Desai, minus 80. And Alea Kerrigan, plus minus 98. U15 boys. Benjamin Dolly, plus 12. Chris Wagner, plus 19. And Caden Curry, plus 3. U15 girls, we got Taryn Murphy up on top. Olivia Portillo and Daisy Newton. And U12 boys, Bam Bam, Aaron Cabness leading the way down there, followed by Nolan Randisi. And let's see, Stevie Newton and Ellie Kate Murray are battling it out. So, pretty fun. Andrew wants to know what the pattern they're bowling on today is. Short pattern. How many feet?
35 feet.
Pretty flat, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the shape.
Yeah.
2.65 to 1. 26 mil.
What I really like about Max is he's always aware of his surroundings and kind of what other people are doing. And he cheers on everyone else. He's really a good team player.
It's always good to be aware of what's around you. It also makes you a better bowler. Seeing what other people are doing.
Yeah, who's playing the lanes the right way, per se, or
Yeah.
scoring.
Just seeing who's scoring and what they're doing if you're struggling, but also just if you're moving to that pair next, gives you a little bit of a read. It's always good to be aware. Great spare by Max.
Looks like we have the front 7 down there on 31. I'm not sure who it is. It might be, it's not Mateo, because he's up. We'll have to keep an eye on it down there. So Cam, of course, is leading. That was just pretty good.
It's really good.
What do you think Jacob's doing? Looks like he's kind of trying to find the right part of the lane.
Yeah, I just think he's a little bit too left. He needs to get his break point out a little bit more. Could be missing, obviously, but he also could just be too far left. Not sure what he's throwing. I can't really see. With short patterns, it's really hard to move in. When you move in, you have to make sure you're getting your ball out. But also with the carry down of the urethane, it's hard for your ball to pick up in the back, especially nowadays with how much is being thrown. But the guys have such high rev rate that it's usually us girls. It's hard to do that.
Yeah. All right, Max gets one to cross over. Yeah, they have no shortage of rev rate on this pair. Oh, is that Mason down there? Looks like Mason. He bowled great last game, and he's having another great game. Wow. All right. Setting up a sideline reporter. Ooh. You guys practice single pins a lot?
Oh yeah. Practice all the spares,
All
especially me. I just switched my spare ball, so I'm getting used to it.
Oh, what'd you get?
A Vandy spare ball.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my ice cracked.
Oh,
It's okay though.
that's exciting, Vandy though.
Yeah, it's what they had.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I also changed a little bit how I'm shooting at my spares, so it's a work in progress. But I'm seeing a lot better progress, I guess.
That's good.
Feel more confident in my spare shooting. I feel like I've always been a good spare shooter, but just having that extra like push of confidence.
All right, Jackson is gonna need to go a little bit if he wants to get to that.
He will not.
Yeah.
He will not.
Yeah, he can't get there.
He needed to strike it. Yeah.
Still a great set that he's putting together, especially starting with a 130.
Yep. Oh, his run ended there.
Oh, it's because I told someone. Dang it. Sorry, Mason. That's on me. Caitlin, are you going to be helping with the BBBC table this afternoon, or are you heading back to school?
A lot of the girls are actually coming over soon, I think.
Oh,
So
great.
probably gonna help Alyssa out a
Nice.
little bit. Me and Sapphire here since this morning, but
That's cool.
it's always for a good cause.
Yeah. I think the kids like seeing you here too, because the parents could ask you guys questions. And kids can get a little idea about what college bowling's like.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for joining us this weekend.
Oh my gosh, it's a pleasure to be here. I was so happy when I saw that SYC was coming back to Nashville.
Yeah.
Smyrna, Tennessee.
Yeah, and you guys aren't traveling this weekend, which is even better because
Yep.
sometimes the Vandy team is on the road.
Yeah, our season didn't start till, well, it already kind of started, but our first tournament is until mid-October, so.
Nice. Are your parents thinking they'll come watch a match or two, or?
Yeah, they'll be at the Fort Worth one.
Nice. That's cool. Good shot by Manny, yeah. Little double. Let's see where he's at. Looks like he, yeah, so I think he really wanted this one because it doesn't look like he's minus 32 going into this game. So this will be a huge help. It looks like everybody started a little slow today. Everyone needed a little more protein at breakfast or something. Although it was tough. It was really tough that first game.
Yeah, it was just.
Everyone kind of was playing different parts of the lane too, which doesn't always help.
Yeah, I think honestly with all the urethane it actually helped give a little hold because There was no hold this morning whatsoever. Spare.
So as we mentioned, we will be taking a break, but we'll have our awards ceremony where we'll be awarding our medalists. The top 3 in each division get a gold, silver, and bronze medal for the short pattern. They'll get that on medium and long as well, and then the overall champions, which, Caitlin, you've been, how many SYC titles did you rack up?
I had 5.
5? That's a lot.
It is a lot. I'm grateful for like my time spent.
Yeah.
SYCs. They're one of my favorites.
Good. Well, we miss you, and we wish you the best in your future endeavors for sure.
Nice. Good finish.
Yeah, 190.
I'll change. Here you go. Give it 10 out.
He's like, why didn't I do that the whole time, right? That's the worst.
It's the worst feeling. But it's okay. Happens to everyone.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just can't doubt yourself. I mean, gut feeling is always, most of the time it's right. At least for me.
I think this left lane is really hard. Because I've seen Max go left a couple times,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure he's missing by much. That lane is just taking off on him, and then there's that dead stop spot out there. Max is going to be the high on this pair.
Great game.
Yeah. Good spare. Great job by Jackson, yeah. Probably not how he wanted to finish, but still put together a solid game.
Yeah, he had 2 really high games, and he came back from a really, really low game, so it takes a lot of mental focus to do that. Sometimes a lot of people just kind of check out after that, but the best bowlers are the ones that know how to come back from times like that, because it's going to happen to everyone.
For sure.
Nice shot.
Really good. All right, and then we're watching Cam. So he was leading going into this game. We'll see what happens. We can only see a little small section of the Bowling Center, so we don't know what other games are out there. See what I mean about 25?
Yeah.
Like, man, I bet these guys are like, I am so glad to be done.
Yeah.
I don't want to bowl another game. Look at what Brett Beyondov's doing too, because he's having a pretty solid day. Oh yeah, he was in 6th going into this game. Plus 75. Really consistent. 189, 235, 222, 229. So solid day for Mr. Brett. All right, we'll watch Cam finish out, and then we will be ending our live stream for right now. We'll be back in the afternoon. Caitlin, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck this season.
So much.
Oh, I can't wait to watch how you guys are going to do. You
it's
have a
gonna be
great team, solid bowlers,
It's gonna be so fun.
mix of experience and some newbies like yourself. All right, let's see here. Come on, Cam, finish with a strike.
Oh, hit it.
Oh, he does it. All right, and with that, we are going to end the stream. We will see you all at 2:30 p.m. Central Time.
You've been watching the 2025 SYC Tennessee. The SYC Tennessee would not be possible without the generous donations from our sponsors: Storm Bowling, Cool Wick, PBA Junior, KEGEL, Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Shoes, Ray's Eyewear, Ballard's Bowling Academy, Master Industries, Quality Respite and Home Care, and by TD Transportation. Special thanks to the official scoring system of the Storm Youth Championships, Bowlmetrics. The preceding was produced exclusively by Storm Bowling. For more information on upcoming events and more, please visit stormbowling.com. Once again, thanks for watching.